Chasing shadows in the light. Dreams unravel, but I hold on tight. Steps feel heavy on this endless climb. Counting seconds in the race with time. If the stars don't shine tonight, if the road won't bend just right, I'll keep walking through the haze, but my heart's lost in this maze.
Hello, mic check 1 2.
Rain keeps falling like a quiet drum. Echoes whisper where the pain is from.
We good, Claire? We good? There's quite a few good things for the Xbox One. I actually quite liked it. A couple of stuff. Microsoft's making some moves. I think the big one was releasing a handheld console they're going to be doing. So we've got YouTube is up, which is good. Well, I think so. The way that they're kind of doing it, of course, the only thing I have, or one of two things that I have that's Stream Elements related, of course it fucking comes up as an error. I swear, man. I'm not gonna, like, I'm not thought, oh god, not salty or anything, but Jesus. Deep in the piss. These guys Hey, Streamlabs has been a lot longer than 9 years. No, my fault this. Right, so we've got that up, and I still see it in chat. I've got the best thing there, so we're good on that front. Oh, right. And we should try
And still the flame,
putting up
but the
it
dream
and see what
drags
our
our heavy.
outputs are like. Sunday, so I'll let you know. The only bad thing about this is that now I've reverted to another program. Like there's a lot more setup So I'll need to figure out ways to automate this. I'm so bad at like automation. Max, it's good to see you, man, and Astar, it's good to see you too, dude. How we doing? Right, let me pop that on and see if that works. So we're activating our kick stream. Here we go. Right, I think we're good. 1080-60, brilliant. Okay, this is actually super smooth. Yeah, we can do stuff without crashing. That's the big thing. Huge. Okay, so tests are pretty much complete. I think the only balls actually. I'm just thinking the kick stream might not be able to hear the music. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, let me pop a link for you guys if you want to follow me on that. Should be good. Folks, if you want to go and jump on that and be one of the first followers, this should hopefully update in real time. Yeah, I can't believe like one of the only things of right, Max. I'll need the mods to jump over. Let me put that in chat actually. Maybe I should start thinking about accounts, like mods for different streams.
If you felt, then you're part of this hell. Help me build something they can't sell. Not fame, not gold, just freedom born from all the nights I kept the light on. Raise your fist, let's tear the sky. If I must fall, let it be high from broken dreams.
Right. I was just saying, so I've got the kick chat. No, don't worry about it. I've got the kick stream running. If you've got an account over there, just jump over. We'll see it. Oh, we've got the mail there. Okay, I'm seeing it. We're good. But this is when it's got to be. I can't just click a name. Oh God, how do we do this? See if that works. Okay. Nice. So we're good there. Isn't kick just when people get banned on Twitch for slurs? I think that's Rumble. Nah, kick's the one that's it's basically by the guys that do the crypto casino stuff, stake. But man, it's just they need to diversify with what's going on with Twitch, man. that's the crazy thing that's going on is that Twitch is kind of self-imploding, or it feels like it's going to do that. It's doing that for a bit, but it looks like be good. Click chat not on stream. No, I need to sort that out. I don't think I can do it on this. Well, I don't know if I can do it on this one. But then again, I'm hearing right. Apparently, combining chats is a big no-no. But if it can't be done, I'll just need to have a separate one somewhere. That'll be a bit of a pain. We'll figure something out. I mean, if you just made your account just now, Claire, that's pretty quick. Oh no, that's cool. Look, we've got 2 followers. Woo! So yeah, so that's basically my plan, folks. We're going to diversify, have the streams on as multiple streams as we can without it affecting my computer too much. This seems fairly doable. But obviously we'll see if there's any issues that come from it. And it just allows us to keep a diversified stream. So if any one of them goes down, we've got the other ones to fall back on, I think. But yeah, I'm not like, I mean, to be fair, I'm not really confident on Twitch's actions at the moment. Just the shit that they're letting folk get away with. And just like the kind of moderator actions are just crazy. And obviously a lot of folks are losing out on stuff because of those actions. Yeah, that's true, I'll need to do that, yeah. I mean, it looks fairly smooth, to be fair. Pretty good. I don't know how much is there a delay? Yeah, well, I didn't actually check if there's like a delay thing. But yeah, Mail and Claire, thank you for following on those. And there we got. There's way better quality and delay. Oh really? And does it not? A right click. It doesn't have a stats for nerd page. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, folks, so I've basically fixed a bunch of stuff, moved things around, got rid of the stream elements pish. That was what's fucking it was up. That's what was fucking it up. Like my webcam, which has nothing to do with what Stream Elements is doing, and somehow it was fucking it up. Unrelated, I've just seen a shop near me called Amy's Winehouse. Very good. Got it like a good pun. But yeah, so I was expecting maybe a few problems here and there, and I think YouTube were still good. I think YouTube is probably the biggest one for the delay. But I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, so we could probably try. We can probably maybe try and see. I don't know if I've got access to it though. We can maybe try and Twitter. I feel like doing Twitter might invite trolls, so I don't know. No. But yeah, that actually worked out fairly okay. Right, let me take a look and I'll get this Summer Games Fest stuff set up. Yeah, how's you guys' weekends been? Up to anything interesting? Oh, I can't believe it's going to be Monday tomorrow. It's went too quick. My display, my capture card isn't working, is that right?
In the hills where the heather grows, a family forms where the wild wind blows. The Highlanders stand,
Right, there we go.
a streaming crew with hearts of fire and dreams in view. Lift him up, let your soul high, reach for the stars, paint the sky.
Alright, we've got plenty of time to wait. But look, well, fingers crossed, I'm going to do something that crashed the stream the last time. I've tested this offline and it's been more than fine. Hog, oh my lord, it works. We good? Yeah, folks. We good. There we are. Perfect. Oh, rip stream. I know almost. I was just like, you know what? I could have been too confident, Aster, and then that would have been when it failed, you know? But we're good. We are good. Things.
Lift him up, let your soul high, reach for the stars.
Let me turn this off and we'll jump on to Claire, are you able to double check to see if you can hear this on the other streams? I can do YouTube on my phone fairly easy. You want to try the kick one anyway? Do that. That. Hello? I had a big delay on YouTube. I'm sure I've got it on low latency as well. Can you hear the music, Mel? You can hear the music here. Squid Juice, how's it going? Yeah, we're testing stuff. 1 for 1 for Twitch streams. Okay. That should be okay, right? I think. I actually thought it would have defaulted to the other one, but I guess not. Okay, I put it as track 1, that's fine. Squidges, how's it going, my man? Yeah, we're testing out. So basically we've been having a lot of game crashes. So I got rid of the problem. We're all good. So I've done a lot of stuff on OBS, redone a lot of things. So now we're testing to make sure that it doesn't crash anymore, which it doesn't, and it's using a lot less power, which is fantastic. I don't know why, but I think the stream just looks better. Like this scene right here looks better, right? But we're also streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick at the same time. So yeah, if you want to go over to Kick and watch it and follow me there, that would be great. Just in case things go bad with Twitch, which might do. I feel like if the board members on Amazon know about this, it might just disappear. It has to do with the bitrate encoding. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. So I haven't. No, I think I had a little listen to YouTube. It should be all right, but if you want to double check, that'd be great. But it does look good. See, maybe the Stream Elements thing was dumbing down everything, because I'm using Atom now. So for folks that don't know, the multi-stream, you normally need a tool. Like the Stream Elements one got released, I'd say fairly recently, maybe like 6 months ago, and I thought it looks a lot easier, so let me grab that. Then they started being arseholes. And obviously, if you had Atom as well, it recognizes that you have that and said that it's uncompatible because obviously they don't want people to use their competition that they've stolen from. And that just started fucking everything up. We got a new follower. We're at 3. Thank you. Who did it? Max. Thanks for the follow, mate. Appreciate it. No music over here that I can hear. Grand. Thank you, Claire. Thanks for that. So, we're good. I think we're good. Like I said, I think like Atom must be doing it better. Because this looks nice. This looks really good, actually. Yeah, I'm super impressed. And everything seems smooth. If I touch my webcam or remove my webcam, it's not going to crash. So I think I just need to update a few things and see if I can maybe add Kick to it. I think the only thing is I don't think Kick has decent API stuff, or very, very minimal at least. Kage about Stranger Than Heaven, 1943. Hope it brings something detective stuff like Ellie Noir, you know, back in time as detective. Yeah, that'd be cool. I smell a nipple mode. But yeah, what I might do, folks, though, depending on how things go, and obviously I need to see. We might have to split up and add a couple of mods to be between different chats. Maybe I'll need to see it. So if you want to work with me, let me know. Send me a DM. No, not working on Sunday. Like this is par from the course, man. Right? We're just doing this. We're just doing this because of the PC Gamer Show, and I wanted to test stuff, of course. You know. Plus, I mean, what I ask, is it classed as work? You know? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You got that throbbing sword. But I'm playing Doom. Sorry, it took me a while to get that. I sound dumb for saying Doom with the double U's. How is it, Raddy? Is it worth jumping on? Or no rush kind of thing? I suppose it'd be. Yeah, I'm a dum-dum. But yeah, folks, so we've got about 20 minutes till the PC Gaming Show starts. We'll watch that, and then I'll end whenever that finishes, because I want to get some recording done. I've been on a fucking roll this weekend with stream stuff, actually, so I'm going to continue that and actually get some video done. So it's going to be a couple of opinion pieces. My kind of idea is to kind of do a few of those to kind of have videos that will help understand my kind of viewpoints when it comes to games. Which I know most of you guys know, but for folks that are going to be coming in new, it'd be good. And then obviously we'll start doing some more kind of review type game stuff, but I might just do it so I just play it and have a writing the twit longer now. Hey, what are you talking about, Mel? The first video is about you, mate. I've got it scripted out and everything. I already disagree. It was well. It is about you, but obviously I'm not going to mention who you are. I haven't taken your name. That's it. Hang on. I'll give you a sneak peek. Right. Hang on. Let me get Obsidian up. I've never doxed anybody. Do you know how many folks' names I know? Like, just to let you know, folks, if you've ever given me money via donations, I know what your name is and I know what your address is. Because PayPal gives you that. But kept them to myself for the longest of times. Unless, of course, you write them in fake. Yeah, but the thing is, like, obviously, like when I first started out, I think it was like I never realized like the kind of stuff that gave it out, because I think it was actually I think it was Astar, right? I think Astar PM me going, by the way, do you know that PayPal is giving you this? I'm like, what? And then I realized that it's like, oh, it gives you everything. And then that's when I found out that it also does it from the other way around. Chunky sounded a tad like Liam Neeson there. Wait, really? Yeah, that was it. Yeah. For sure. And that quickly changed. But I don't like, it's the funniest thing. Like, all in all, not had many issues when it comes to that. And the worst, the worst of it is that the issues that I have had. Prof, how's it going? There's been folk that I've actually known in real life, you know? But yeah, it's been and that was such a long time ago. And, oh, obviously, probably around 9 years ago, right? I'm good. Been trying out a couple of demos. Oh, what kind of demos? Oh, you see the sword. I wonder, can I get timestamped on this chat? Chat appearance. No, it's timestamps. Thank you. Well, I tell you what. I think Kick's pretty good. Chunk Toxic IRL confirmed. Not at all. Unfortunately, Squid Juice, I'm pretty boring IRL. Like, nothing. No, nothing. Really. Like, I've not got these burning, crazy ass secrets or anything like that, you know? Like, I would be interested to see, it's like, what could be dug up about me that I wouldn't want out, like what that I would actually care about. I'm just thinking, nothing hiding all that. I'm pretty boring on stream too. Oh, is that right? Not entertaining. I think I'm entertaining. Like, you know what's the most gutting thing, and I know this is another quote, but I can see where the guy's coming from. Is that the worst thing? The worst thing about this, right, is that I can't watch me, because I would love to watch me as a streamer. That'd be fucking fantastic, but I can't do that because I am me. It sucks. I can't remember who said that. Was it Kanye West? He was just like, the biggest. It was like the biggest misfortune in my life is that I can't listen to myself live or some shit like that. It's someone like that, you know. So we've got a demo for Jump Ship, a co-op shapeship flying and shooting game. Is that kind of like Jump Ship? I feel like, is that like Sea of Thieves in space kind of thing? A Ratatan, a side-scroll rhythm game in the spirit of Patapon. I have no idea what that is. I can't watch myself because I hate my voice. You get rid of that though. I think it was Kanye. It was someone that had like a fucking, obviously a massive head, but I kind of get it. Like, Yeah. Big oof though, right? Yeah, Microsoft's already finished. It was actually not too bad. Definitely worth a wee watch. Yeah, like you just if you want to kind of get rid of like hating your voice, if you just like if you listen to it enough, because it's weird. Because the voice in like this is I don't think this is usual for a lot of folks, but the voice in my head's a lot higher than it is when it's recorded. And I think it's normally the other way around for folks. But yeah, you just record a few stuff, make a few wee quotes and all that kind of things, you know? But yeah, talking about my first kind of video, right? I'm trying to see where I put. I'm pretty sure I put it. Is it in the middle? Basically, I don't name the person that I'm talking about. But basically, I'm titling it the show, and this will probably be the YouTube title. The title is "Can You Hate a Game Without Playing It?" So I'm thinking that might be pretty good. I'm trying to. Hang on, where is it? Yeah. Oh, so here it is. It's part of the hook. It's been doing laps. I'll do to you an excerpt from it. It's been doing laps in my head ever since a proper legend from the community hit me with it on stream. But yeah, maybe I should reword that. Since he's threatening me with a lawsuit. Too easily. Oh, well, what a retort. That was good. That was good. Oh. Too easily identifiable. Right, how should I reword it then so I don't get a cease and desist? Well, I can hit a game without playing it. It was actually a really good discussion, and if you keep an eye on it, I think it's good because I think both sides are quite valid. But yeah, I've kind of just basically outlined it and kind of taken it from both angles, and then the kind of grey area in between, and like how as a person that folks watch and listen to, like is there more on my head for my opinion? And I actually kind of think there is. Some French cunt in the chat now. That's very identifiable. But no, it was really good, and the cool thing is that it's got my juices flowing. I should have worded that better. Don't clip that, please. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking of other topics that we can kind of go for and all that kind of stuff, you know? Oh God, everybody's pogging in the chat now. Indeed. Yeah, pretty good. All right, we'll let these ads run. And then we've got 10 minutes for the show, and we're good. Oh, Squid Juice! I love Project Zomboid. Actually, I need to go back because I think they did really big updates recently, right? But I will say it does take a while to kind of get into, though, especially depending on where you start and things. Beta 42's in test. Ooh, Beta 42. But like the potential for Zomboid, like I've seen it well early on. I'm just like, oh, if they can do a lot with this kind of thing. And I think the crazy thing is that it's like built in C#, and it uses Lua, which is like heavy and easily customizable. So boring. Oh man, like, so I can tell you the story of my first experience in Project Zomboid, right? And it involves you know what? I'll tell you the punchline. Basically, I set alight by accident a whole town. So imagine, if you will, Rookie gets into a Project Zomboid game. I'm figuring it all out. I find a nice wee house as a base. I start collecting things. I start learning how to kill the zombies. Doing good. Unfortunately, though, there's not much food around. And for whatever reason, the houses that surround them have either already picked them dry of food or they just didn't have it in there. So I'm like, right, I need to get into a town. This was a long trek. I found a big rucksack. I was just like, right, this is going in empty. We're going to fill it with food. We're going to come back to the house. That's going to sort us out. And then we can start doing our woodworking stuff and just building like a wall around our, like kind of making a fort essentially. So that was the kind of plan. Because I knew with the maps that you got how far away the kind of town was. So I'm like, right, let's get this sorted. Get into there, get into this town. Ton of zombies everywhere. I'm kind of ducking and diving, going into places and hiding from like a wee zombie horde, and they're jumping past. We get to this big, like this fast food burger joint. Absolutely filled.
Prophecy.
Food. Bosh. Prof, thank you for the Prime sub. 9 months. Man, I've not heard that alert in a while. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. So yeah, so we find this fast food joint. I'm like, great. You know what? Found all this food, you know, seen all the fridges and all that kind of stuff, right? I was like, right, we need to pack this. But first, I'll make some food. I'll make some of these burger patties. So turned on the oven, stuck the patties in, basically put all the stuff in the bag, and a bunch of zombies ended up coming in. At that point, I ran away. And then I think I just ended up going home to put all the food away and then went to sleep. And when I woke up, my house was on fire. I'm like, what the fuck? How did this house get on fire? I'm like, so I'm just like, I had to basically pick up a bunch of stuff and leave. And then I'm going towards the town and I'm noticing, oh, my house is on fire. The neighbor's house is on fire. And I kept going into town and all these buildings and stuff are just all on fire. And like I kept going in, and then obviously I found like this, like the main town, it was all alight.
Right back after these messages.
And I was just like, oh,
Daddy
I wonder if this was
needs
me.
his money from a 180
Like, I wonder if this was because I left the oven on. So I couldn't check it out because everything was on fire and ablaze. But I was just like, I think that's what actually happened. And I was like, that is fucking crazy. You know, and there was like groups of zombies and all on fire, just like walking into places and setting other places. It was chaos, and it was destroying my PC at the time. But I'll never forget that. It's like that's the kind of cool stuff that can happen. But it can be really, really boring. I get where Squid Juice is coming from as well. Yeah. If you're used to if you get annoyed when a short or a TikTok doesn't hook you within the first 2 seconds, Project Zomboid is not for you. Like, you have to sit down and read to increase your skill levels. But you can move stuff faster, but even the fast modes are not that fast. Right, it looks like we're kind of getting a wee pre-show here, folks. So what I'll do is we'll pause the music. We will move over and hear what Mr. Sean Locke is about to say.
Hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show
quiet.
2025. My name is Sean Day9 Plot, and once again, I am thrilled to be here with you, showing you the latest game trailers,
He shaved his
previews,
head?
and world-exclusive first looks at what's ahead in the world of PC gaming. But even more importantly, I'm delighted to be joined again by the co-host with the most, Mika Burton.
Thank you, Sean. It is great to be back on the PC Gaming Show, especially since we're cooking up something extra special this year. As you can see, Sean and I are broadcasting today's show from a crucible of clandestine accoutrements.
They're not really AI
That's right,
backgrounds.
here
There
at
would be too many more
High Tech Hardware
lights.
Workshop, we've assembled some of the finest PC gadgetry for some of the world's smoothest secret operatives. You know where all the spies get all their coolest toys? Well, it's from us.
We've made headsets that double as wall-climbing suction cups.
We've
Hold on,
made
this seems
keyboards that can
awfully
turn into
quiet.
cars that turn into boats.
We've also built a laptop that's a crossbow that's also a blunderbuss, and I'm afraid to touch it. That's how you know it's good.
We made a gamer chair that turns completely invisible thanks to cloaking technology.
Sean, the invisible chair never actually made it out of R&D.
Well, that's what they want you to think. Regardless, we're in the process of using every ounce of our high-tech, top-secret, burn-after-reading black books engineering at our disposal to build what we call...
Is the volume okay, folks, or is it a bit quiet for you as well?
The rig is a top-of-the-line
I'm just thinking there might be some
AMD-powered
kinda-
gaming PC, and it could be yours. Because after we build it here
Bud.
today, we will be giving it away to one lucky viewer at the end of the show.
But that'll happen
There we
a
go,
bit
eh?
later. Right now, let's kick off the show
Sounds
the
good.
PC Gamer way with three world premieres.
Here we go.
Dahlia, I know you're nervous about going home. But you're going to be fine. We don't know the state of the crisis. But a job's a job, right? Get in, get out. Don't get sucked back in.
The contamination. Lay the dead to rest. This game sucks, I can tell without playing it. See,
Remember, D,
that's what we
it's
can have.
just a job.
It's using that funny, like, off-color type look. This. VR. Saloon. Yeah, Aster, I'm with you, man, for sure. I think it will get there. It's the potential for it is great. And I've only played a small amount.
The Sword Coast. Neverwinter. All these places will be consumed.
They call you the Shard Bearer, a piece of Gith's blade
A
with
remaster of Neverwinter,
the only one.
that wasn't
who
in my
can
bingo
help us
card, that one. Holy
in the
crap.
shadows.
Bring in the accused.
Did you really think you could keep such relics of my people?
Maybe that'll come about with AI. That's all right.
None shall stand against us. You cannot stop me.
Obsidian's 2006 classic RPG, but it's all new and shiny again.
Wait, is
Honestly,
there
I'm calling in sick today. at
Two
launch.
that auto
Me
remasters.
too. I think my excuse will be food poisoning.
I was going to go with regular poisoning.
Interesting. Go on.
Well, I already have so many sworn enemies and even more
Because it
unleashed
doesn't need to be
bottles in my
remastered 'cause you
kitchen,
can do it
so
yourself.
It's entirely believable.
You know what? You do you, my guy. In the meantime, let's check in with Frankie and Jacob about the rig.
Thanks, Mika. I'm here with PC Gamer's managing editor of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and during today's show, we're going to be building an awesome custom PC. Even better, everyone watching will have a chance to win it for themselves.
This PC will be a gaming powerhouse with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT, plus 32 gigabytes of Corsair
Radeon?
titanium DDR5 RAM.
We're also throwing in a Corsair K70 Pro keyboard,
What?
Asus ROG Swift OLED monitor, and a Corsair Nightsword RGB mouse, all handpicked by Jacob.
We didn't forget a thing. We're even including a mouse pad.
That's where your mouse lives.
This is like
clicks,
GIF and GIF all
everything's
over
on
again.
mouse.
Radeon and
Let's get to
Radeon.
work.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. Check out this next trailer.
Nice.
It's fabulous. Fresh tracks, or I will get you. How do you stop that which
Can't
never
really over the
ends?
sound of poverty.
In the end
Ah, if you're using a
no
Radeon.
two journeys unfold the same way. Come, remain by the fire, and hear the tale of Norway's
Yeah, it's definitely
greatest
GIF, not GIF.
champion.
Yep. Radeon. Like AMD's version of RTX. Radeon.
There's no one
So
I
in
would
the-
rather die alongside
In the
than
Xbox
you,
Game
my
Showcase,
champion.
they mentioned Silk Song being available on Game Pass as soon as it releases, but no release date. I was like, oh, we're going to hear something? Yeah, me too, Prof, me too. It's like an Overwatch clone. Yup. Well, not really, but it's like a little bit more complex. I don't know, like Silk Song's been. It's just. It just might be a myth at this point. You know?
Coming up in the show,
Someone could have made a mod faster. Surely maybe they've done it. Because the character exists in the first one, right? He's one of the bosses. What's this? Silk Sock. Oh, this is the one you tried. The Pataton or whatever the thing. Why is this so long? Forget. Let's move on. Yeah, this was this was 3 times longer than it needed to be. Oof. Yeah, not for me, that one, I don't think. No, that's a bit of respite. Moomin's roll? Oh, Moomins, that brings back memories. Jesus. I hear folks going mental from Moomins. As soon as it's a Moomin, it's Pog. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, this is this Core Keeper? Oh wait, did Core Keeper like use an asset pack? And that's why it looks like almost identical. I couldn't believe that. I didn't realise that Stardew Valley used an asset pack until you start seeing a lot of Stardew's items everywhere in other games. Just goes to show you, man, like you don't have to have like all original stuff for it to be a massive success. Oh, version 1.0, I was going to say, that's been out for a while, that, right?
It's important to celebrate when something reinvents itself. Necess
There's a
overhauls
Moomin
its
World
graphics, gets
half an
major
hour drive
updates.
away from
It's
me. Really,
beautiful.
bro?
It's almost as beautiful as the rig's Corsair RM1000X fully modular ATX power supply.
Oh, it's poetry. In fact, the only thing more poetic is a perfectly executed heist set in a dystopian techno future.
Yes! When we heard the makers of Payday and GTFO had a new co-op heist FPS in the works, you know we had to find out more. So we infiltrated 10 chambers and interrogated the makers of Den of Wolves. Here's all the info we dredged from their genius minds.
We were prepped and ready for the heist. We had stolen Tier 7 passkeys.
What happened to Payday 3?
Acquired the building schematics.
Ticket was pish.
And rerouted the security comms.
We're in position.
The package was as good as ours.
True, Emil. I'm not a fan of it either. It's like when trailers have awards
Every variable accounted for
by
but we fucked it
obscure
up
or
anyway.
even like known journalist magazines or whatever. You know the game's gonna be bad.
Next time, we gotta be even more prepared.
You game obsession, some guy we plucked off the street. Right.
Den of Wolves is a first-person shooter, 4-player co-op heist game taking place in the future. We focus a lot
I've
on
played
player
GTFO
agency,
either.
story, and keeping the player on their toes with some interesting elements that take you out of the brick-and-mortar world of Midway City, where the game takes place. It's a power fantasy, even though there's obviously tension as well with like stealth segments and stuff. But the identity of Den of Wolves primarily is balls to
The whole by the creators of you could technically, if a person in your team has worked in another team or worked on a specific game, then you could technically tag it as by the creators of.
Play around a lot with design.
You know?
The freedom we have with this sci-fi
it's very
space
similar.
is a bit terrifying, actually.
Like when you
because
see in the
can
store,
go
in a
nuts,
shop or something like that,
basically.
it's like the
We've
fastest
actually
growing
told ourselves to
company,
not try to over-design stuff,
one of the
but
fastest growing
not limit
companies in the
us,
UK, or one of the
creativity.
fastest growing
So
companies in the
designing
world.
Midway City from the
Technically,
start,
every
we knew
growing
we
company
wanted
could be
big
one of
mega-structure buildings
the
to actually
fastest.
place our
You know what I
levels
mean?
within and be free of how big levels
It's
we want
marketing
it to be.
trickery.
It's this very large city arising from the sea. You want to look out at the city and see, like, okay, so this is a living, breathing city and it works.
Yeah, Prof. Unfortunately, like, I think everybody's been a part of this as well, is that you have someone in some stage has roped you into buying a game to play it, and like he's played it together once.
Coming back to the
and
heist genre, sort of a
never
I
again.
don't know. After Payday 2, I felt like I had
But
so much
I don't know
more
if I've
things
even
to
got
do in my
GTFO.
head, like what I wanted that game to be, a contemporary setting.
Because what you'd ideally want to do, right, would be
enhance the game.
If it was like on Humble,
sort of a sci-fi
like your
theme on
monthly
it,
thing,
it enables you to
or if it was
stay
like in a
the
pack,
pocket of thematics and still
and
solve
it doesn't
things
cost that
from a
much
gameplay
in fair
angle.
play.
When making a game concept or
Or
a
if they've
world, you have to
all
think about
all your friends
what
have got it
tools
already.
gives you to solve problems in the future. And the sci-fi thriller theme gives us a lot of tools to play with. Midway is just a corporate haven. There's no rules, there's nothing. It's divided up into districts. There's even
Does anybody know how
district
long this is
wars
going
and
to
this
be?
kind of thing within the city.
I just
So
don't
it's a
know
very
if they've not got a lot, so
classical
they're
in a way,
making all their trailers very
dystopian
long.
take, kind of like a classic role-playing game.
This is
would
going to
say,
be like 3
This is
hours.
the backdrop, and I'm going to hand you a new adventure and have a bit of fun. So there's something called dives in the game. It's basically a neural heist. In the
Yeah,
middle
true,
of
Prof.
whatever you're doing in the
It does,
normal
like,
mission, you
June
can
does look
basically jump
like
to this other
interesting,
place.
though.
Thematically, there's these architects that build these.
But
defense
there's no, like, I'm not
mechanisms
playing it
that
early.
gets
Like, I'm
injected
not
into
spending
people's minds, and then
£85
you're trying to break into one of those.
The dives allows us to explore a little bit with visual art design and gameplay
Whatever the
design.
price is.
Just tracking down this specific person that you need to make a dive into to extract information. We don't need a bank vault for that.
I think there's still quite a few folks playing it, like streamer wise, but it definitely died down in hype. The 1 or the 2.
The dives provide change of pace and change of intensity in the gameplay and change of scenery, and it could
Can
be
tell you quite a lot.
nightmarish sort of abstract thing.
Imagine trying to navigate a forest or something like this.
But it could also be a Japanese temple or fortress in the Swiss Alps.
We could just mix a lot of different stuff together because it's this very abstract place. And
Yeah,
also
yeah,
with
and I
gameplay,
think
we could go from a shooter to a platformer to a
this is the
horror
thing. So they've had the
or
paid early
that sort of
access now for
parkour
quite a while, like 5
experimentation where you can
days.
run on walls. We make
And then
rules
the actual
for
official
what the
release
dives
is going
are,
to be
what they
on.
can
Like, so
be.
they're going to make. They probably have made a lot more
heist
money
fantasy
doing this
in general
because
maps
you've got the
really well
FOMO
to game
folks
psychology. I'm a
and the content creators
psychology-driven
buying it
game designer
outright,
to a large extent,
buying it
because
for extra
we want
money.
to motivate you to
And then
keep
you've got
playing, and
the
also,
other
like,
folks that
what
don't
are
want
we
to spend all that
stealing,
money,
what's the
can handle
economy of the game. And I'm not talking about
waiting.
getting people to spend more cash.
And then
it's what's the
so it's
what's
going to
the
be like
drive
2
of the
rushes
game?
of
And
like
I think
cash
building
injection.
new things or crafting things.
Whereas if
is
they
a
didn't do
very
that, it'd be 1, and
interesting
it probably wouldn't
area.
be as
A
high
good
as these
example
2
would be
totals
like
are going to
this
be.
thing we
But
did
obviously,
for
we don't.
Payday
There's no
where
way to find that out, right?
craft masks
I'm just
and this kind of
speculating
thing.
there.
Yeah, we're going back to the masks. I've heard people tell me before, like, oh, GTFO, and then, oh, it's a masks game, right? I'm like, really? Yeah, maybe it is. But we wanted to make something different. Like, we didn't want to go fully masculine, maybe doing, you know, these big skull masks. Like, we don't want to limit us to not do it, but with the mask we have now, we actually wanted to bring some feminine, some sexiness, you know. So one of the inspirations we actually had was the Keira Knightley pout that she has, and there's also like these Japanese theater demon masks with Hannibal Lecter type of style. So as in the dives, you know, we could basically make anything. The masks
Keira
are this
Knightley pout.
expression to allow
Yeah.
them to expand the world inside
Okay.
of themselves. So finding
Totally
the
not
science
Payday,
where
by
we
the way,
don't
yeah,
really
very
know
much
where
is, alright.
to put it in what categories. We try to
Or heavily
hit
inspired.
kind of a sweet spot there. This is going to be a high-paced, intense, and a very fun, collaborative game. Playing together with friends
was it
is
Payday
a beautiful
2?
thing,
Oh, I
right?
really like Payday
Especially
2.
when we have these situations
fun.
where shit hits the fan.
But again,
we
you couldn't
panic
really.
together and try
I mean,
to
you
solve
could,
it.
but
So
it
if you
was
put
really
four
hard. I
people in
think.
a room and they play
Like
it,
playing
and you
it
start to hear the
single
voices
player.
go up, and they start to be loud in the room.
Yeah, it was
Then
the old adage, is like, you know, I had a couple of friends
something,
play
you
it,
know?
and then, you know,
If you want
I would
to find
be
out more about
working for a
Wolves,
couple of
head to our
days,
Steam
and then
page and
come
make
back
sure
to
to
yeah, like
wishlist
50
now.
levels, prestige twice, higher than me kind of thing, because they played it solidly for those 2 days. Happened so many times. Dance to dodge robots. It's like fight against capitalism by dancing. Is what I'm getting. Oh, part of the Canada Media Fund. Oh, it's like a like a puzzle game that kind of looks like it's based off of the what is it, like a river, and it's like you have like oh God, I can't remember. Never mind.
Frankie, this is my first time on the PC Gaming Show. Any advice?
It's not that hard. Just show up on time,
No,
learn
my AI
and
music's
don't cross
awesome.
me.
What are you talking about?
Don't you ever cross me, Ridley. I will destroy you. Also,
Suno's great.
It's great for a scratchy throat after a long day.
I've made an album for you guys.
Want to rehearse the next scene? It's that silly one where I'm trying to detangle a bunch of headphone cables and you learn the folly of crossing Frankie Ward. I have powerful friends and a long reach. Or you could tell us about the next part you're going to install.
Yep, let's do that, please. Right, the X870E Aorus Master has a few special features to make PC building easier. My favorite is this tool-free SSD slot. Press a button and the heatsink comes away. Then push down on the latch to install your SSD. No screw required, which means no more crawling on the
Frankie
floor,
can
looking
install
for
all
said
my
screw
parts.
when you inevitably
Been a
drop
crush
it.
for years.
Then there's this Wi-Fi antenna. that
She's done this for quite a
combines
while,
two
right?
Wi-Fi connections into one easy-to-install or remove connector. No need to screw anything in. Lastly, if you want to disconnect your GPU, hit the button in the corner and pull it out.
Probably not, Prof. I mean, the Eagles are full
Welcome
ability
to
to
Evil
develop.
Empire, where we've been working on the Rogue Prince of Persia's
good.
early access for over a year now, pushing the game way further than we ever imagined. I mean, just look at me play.
Oh, does she
I'm happy,
commentate
the
Counter-Strike?
team is
Really?
happy, and our boss is happy.
I don't know.
And the players
I've only
are
known her
racing
from
happy.
this.
Our 1.0
I'm gonna be
launch
honest.
is fast approaching, so here's where we're at.
Death shuns you, Prince. Use this gift
The Rogue Prince of
and right your
Persia.
wrongs.
Prince of Persia, one of the first games I ever played. Would have been like in 1991 or 1992. And I never completed it. Yeah, I did like the Sands of Time. I thought it was good. It was just good to see it like all in 3D. Killer and replaced.
You have the
I've
opportunity
seen
to
it.
save your kingdom as the worthy Prince of Persia.
Don't ring any bells anyway.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. We were the conductors of the train, tirelessly serving our passengers with kindness and respect.
Excuse me, this is a conductor-only residence. Please back away from the door.
Hey, what's up? Yes, get motherfucking ready!
Listen up, scumbags. You rats will never
get me out of this control room. You understand?
Never.
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 Bro, let's just flush him out. I'm tired of this. Do it. Run. Move.
Hull compromised. Please evacuate the train.
Those ungrateful mother...
Bro, we can literally intercept the conductor, steal all his shit, and extract. Let's go. I'll take right, you take left. Say go. Go. There. We got them! We got everyone!
Engine fall in 10, 9, 8.
Carabao, we gotta move!
6, 5.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day, weren't we? We're kind of getting a little bit of the cringy comms. Always got a love for Eve.
Eve Frontiers Founder Access is the first public step in creating a visionary sci-fi survival experience.
Huh?
You start your journey alone, a tiny blip in a seemingly endless universe. As you struggle to gain a foothold in this hostile world, you can build rudimentary structures, improved ships, components, and more. You'll begin to discover details about the universe and the ancient civilizations whose remnants still roam the skies. Everything requires fuel to operate, and good resource management is
I think my tune's from like
survival.
2011.
The most potent source of fuel, crude,
When did it come out?
is necessary to build
I was in the
formidable
beta,
ships,
prof.
advanced structures, and even stargates, reconnecting the vast
Are they
universe.
like? I don't kind of get why CCP are always trying to like make other
Smart
games.
structures are highly
Like,
customizable.
the stuff that they have tried to do has been really, really cool.
Gameplay only bound by your creativity.
Because they had like almost like a planet side thing when they introduced the planets, and but you could make your own base, and then that could be in a game somehow.
And more.
And they were like what happened to the walk-in station
Are
stuff?
you ready to lose yourself on the frontier?
Now they're trying to do a survival thing. Founder access need.
Wow, I knew space was dark, but that was dark. CCP really knows how to make the destruction of the universe look kind of beautiful. I'm honestly looking forward to being ambushed in the depths of space in Eve Frontier.
But if you're like me and the thought of being caught off guard is a
think it's
no-no,
like-
just head over to the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
I think it's kinda
and you'll
ruined
find
a little bit
every
when they've
single
done
game
skill
we're showing today
injections.
in one convenient spot ready to be wishlisted. So no scary surprises.
Absolutely. And now here's a look at some of the great games from puzzle publisher Astrological.
And I also heard that their incursion stuff was pretty ruthless and unfair for a lot of the corporations.
I'd say the days are blurring together, but what
Like it's like NPCs basically come to attack your stations and stuff.
suits me?
Apparently they used to do it like sometimes they used to start at 4 o'clock in the morning and they've been running for like 36 hours. So it's like, folk have to go to work and stuff, and they just couldn't handle it and
I've managed to synthesize
obviously have to just
334 liters
submit.
of water in the last 24 hours. Now they want 200 liters of ammonium hydroxide. Rewards are good though. On completion,
former
we'll finally
Libra,
acquire an
by the way.
electrolytic producer.
I don't know, all kinds of things when I was playing Eve.
That means methanol.
Stayed in null space for it, or nullsec for a while, in a big alliance. This was before like jump freighters and stuff were a thing, so you had to they had to do like weekly convoys into nullsec, and you used to get paid. I think it was like 15 mil or something like that. It wasn't a huge amount, but it was decent enough just to be in the convoy, because it was like 42 jumps from Empire. So obviously the freights would be there, and obviously if people ambushed, which regularly happened, it was fucking awesome. Like obviously you had to jump in with whatever you had. And then battles with immense, and the priority was not to get the freighters destroyed. It was so good. And then after that, so that was with a corporation called the Ascended Frontier. That was like they had like the first ever Titan ship and lost it in a battle with Bob, Band of Brothers. Band of Brothers ended up being an alliance for a long, long time. I don't know if they still are. And yeah, like I was part of the Ascended Frontier, and it was just being part of that kind of history. And obviously, it was very old, like it was the old school style of graphics and stuff like that. And obviously, having a lot of players in one place, like it used to be like horrendously bad for FPS. The servers used to they used to slow down servers for big battles. So it was like it looked like shit and it felt like shit, but at least you knew it was a little bit fair because like your machine wouldn't be skipping frames. I can't remember how. Like when it was explained to me, I kind of get it, but it was still bad. You had to zoom right out just so you could play it, and you couldn't actually get into it real. But I think they changed a lot over the years. They got better. I can just remember some massive battles. It was a really good game, and after that, moved on back into Empire space. Done the chill mining thing for a little bit, then became a pirate, which was real fun. Some pestering folk. And basically like hotwire a ship filled with it's kind of like explosives, but they were like I can't remember what they're called actually. Send out a pulse, you'd have like 12 of those, so you'd basically warp into a place of people that you wanted to destroy. Activate all them, bang, everything blows up, and then you fucking run as quick as you can so you don't get killed by the authorities, which never usually happen. You normally got killed.
Stamped and dyed with
Sphere indeed.
Produced here in our blue pigment refinery,
That's pretty good.
which was constructed from these modules, made by combining these modules.
I need to play more Factorio at some point as well. Carlos, how's it going, man?
From cubes, which were melted from polyrock.
I'll need to watch this past broadcast because I want to see how better the quality is compared to like our last stream. See if it turns out that that Stream Elements plugin made this quality worse. I never really noticed it.
So, Jacob, have you got any quick PC building tips you can share with our audience?
Here's one. You know when you accidentally drop a tiny little screw into your PC case and it just disappears?
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Done that
Do you have some cool hack for quickly finding it?
Nope. My tip is that screw is gone forever and you should pretend it never
existed.
existed.
Orcas are cool.
Forget I asked about
That's what I was kind of going for when I last played it for a little bit.
What can you tell me about the Radeon RX 9070 XT you're installing?
The Radeon RX 9070 XT
Right.
is a hot ticket item right now.
I think aren't they used
AMD's graphics division putting its best
because they
foot
can do
forward
like
with an
pretty
RDNA
like you can
4
pretty
chip
much
that can
live
go toe-to-toe
on an
with
Orca,
NVIDIA's
right?
GeForce
So if you jumped in a
RTX
Nebula
5070
in an Orca,
Ti.
that
If
means
you're
you
worried
can
about
kind of
running
just
out of
survive
VRAM,
it.
don't be. This comes with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. That's plenty for gaming at 4K. Plus it supports FSR4, the latest version of AMD's upscaling technology, to help your frame rate. But what I like about it most is how easy it is to undervolt. This lets you run it with less power and still get top performance.
There you go. Some tips and tricks, folks, here. This is a 4X game. It's like it. Woke up around 6 AM. I finally have 2 days off after working. After like 3 times in a row. I mean, Mel, right? PC Gamer does it a little bit different. There's like zero hype in a PC Gamer show. They're just showing shit that's coming out. You know what I mean? I get it. That's it. They're doing the 5-head thing where we're just like we're not doing the social norms, going for hype and hoggies and all that kind of stuff. We're just going to show games that are coming out and have Day 9 and friends do some cringy shit. Yeah, I think probably like Summer Games Fest was alright. Probably between that and Xbox, I think. State of Play wasn't the worst. It wasn't the greatest anyway. It's all just kind of meh, you know?
I know our odds. Maybe it's time to consider the easy way out.
Give me all your love now. 'Cause for all we know,
Oh, is this the...
we might be dead by
I think this is like a base builder. And like it's all a bunch of clones, right?
wasting my time. Adding scars to my heart. 'Cause all I hear is I'm not ready now.
You were always one of us.
Yeah.
From day one.
This looks kind of interesting, actually.
What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if you're not ready,
You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us.
I'm gonna be ready.
Junk will never be free sometimes on sale. Look, I've been too cheap for the past few years. I need to get back to my sellout mode, like. You guys have been slacking too much.
This is Pathfinder, Abomination Vaults. A hack and slash dungeon crawl where up to 4 players battle through a single massive labyrinth filled to the brim with monsters, treasure, and
As long as you consume my content, folks, all is
customize
good.
each hero between 3 paths inspired by 2nd edition Pathfinder. Or mix and match to craft the perfect hybrid. Whether adventuring solo or with friends, switch between the party's heroes on the fly to unleash almighty combo attacks to annihilate the forces of darkness.
Is this on a phone?
Deep below the surface, the dark sorceress Belcora Haruvex gathers her power. Are you foolhardy enough to
I've never
delve
tried
into the
Pathfinder.
shadowy depths of
Consume anything
the
of yours.
Abomination
Oh, I've got a bunch of shorts. A bunch of streams. Get them all consumed.
We meet again, little merchant. Still taking up the challenge of a double life.
Give me likes.
Torn
and subs.
between one endeavor and another. Two sides of the same.
Or are you meaning
precious
something
coin.
else?
In one life, you brave danger.
You know, like as soon as I said that, I knew you were going to say something like that. Oh dear.
You put your skills and hustle to the test. To grow your store.
Wait, did they actually say that?
vision,
Captured on a Threadripper.
You may
Oh, God.
pause
Wait, is this?
and wonder. Is
Why
this
do I recognize
pursuit
this?
more important than its destination?
Oh, what was it?
That answer lies
Moonlighter
within you,
2.
little
Ah,
merchant.
3D. Yeah, the first one of that was pretty
Only
good.
thing we
I
build
enjoyed
here
that.
at our hardware workshop. While
Pretty
Frankie
much
and
like a
Jacob
Zelda
are
game.
working on the rig, Mika and I have been preparing some more elegant equipment for fieldwork. Spy gadgets. See here. This might appear to be a standard ATX full tower personal gaming computer. In actuality, every component
really,
is also
prof?
an extremely cool spy gadget. Take, for instance, this CPU fan. In reality, Ninja Star.
Huh, that did a real number when we tried it on an intern. Well, moving on, we have our range of hidden tasers. To the untrained eye, a coffee mug.
I haven't
In
watched
reality,
Day9 stream in a while.
a taser. Ooh, or how about this? To the untrained
feel like-
derriere, a roll of toilet paper.
I feel like it
But
was
in
maybe like a
actuality,
year,
you
maybe a
guessed
year and a
it,
half ago.
It's a taser.
Hey, what about this? Is this like
So the lack of hair must be a very new thing.
USB or is it maybe a spy camera?
I'm not quite
That is, of course, also a
I'm not quite
taser.
used to.
Don't worry, he'll be fine.
throwing me off.
Eventually. For now, let's check out our next exciting world premiere.
By the way, folks, I don't know if you've ever watched him. Like, he is really, really funny. I'll keep an eye on it, Mel, for the next one. Welcome home. You know what's a game so we know how we were talking earlier about like games that you need to have other players to play kind of thing. I've always wanted to try the game, is it Barrow Trauma? So never mind. That's why I was like, it reminds me of this. But yeah, I've wanted to play that game, but you really need to have like other people to play that. Because it looks like a lot of fun. Like think about us as a group all playing it together. And we have to, it basically, teamwork is required to move a submarine. I mean, I don't know if we'd even get out the port.
An overlooked visitor will kill you.
Nothing outstanding, Raddy. I'm gonna be fair. Things are looking like, But there's definitely a tonal shift when it comes to the PC gaming show. It's like zero hype ever. It's just pumping out game trailers with the occasional cringy stuff in between.
Hi,
I think the Xbox show was kind of like that. It pumped out a lot of trailers.
It's an online multiplayer game where you control a ragdoll robot and compete in some very
Yeah, I'll need to see who's all got Barrow Trauma. See if we can get a game of that. I'm interested to see what it's like.
On Steam. You'll start off in a lobby area called Bots Central, where you can meet up with your friends and mess around with the sandbox while they arrive. When you're ready, mind the gap and hop on the matchmaking train to your bot.
It's like a team of you, and you all get roles within a submarine. So you've got the pilot, you've got a medic, you've got an engineer, so you've all got stuff to do.
And try to be the last bot standing in sumo.
So I'd just be super interested to see how far we could
like
get.
Sticky bombs, balloons that work on anything.
Is that there's another one as well? Like it's what is it, Eco?
You can play both online and split screen at the same time.
Where it's like
you can create crazy
so
custom
it's kind of a survival game, but it's like very heavily detailed. And it's about creating a society. It's too grindy, or is it? The fact that I didn't think it would be that grindy though, Mel, just because do you not have like 30 IRL days before the server blows up or something like that? Because like the whole point of the game is that a meteor's coming for the world and you need to try and stop it by basically recreating a society. And it goes so far as that you can make your own currency to kind of stimulate an economy and parts and stuff. I guess it is. It's quite complicated. Now that I'm saying that, I'm like,
Coming up in the show.
I kind of like those towers. I think they look cool. But I feel like they'd be very impractical because they're unnecessarily bigger. Yeah, you're probably right, Mel. I think I used to watch Burke Black. He used to play them every now and again, like once a year maybe. And like, you know how he's part of like a team called like the Night Shift or something like that. So there's like 4 streamers and each one of their corresponding communities, and they all play in the one server. Like a little bit of RP and all that kind of stuff. It looked like a lot of fun. But yeah, you're probably right. You probably do need a decent amount for it to be good. The zombie game. Oh, Roman Hill. It's supposed to be pretty good, isn't it? We're even getting update trailers. The PC gaming show, you know. It's alright. I think we need to get like a new revolution of like survival mechanics and gameplay. Like this kind of stuff. It's too frequent now. Oh, right, it's the Chivalry devs that do No More Roman Hill. Interesting. I didn't know that. Ooh, but yes, I was just testing things out, but Jay, while we're watching the shows. So we're doing this, watching the PC gaming show.
What an amazing collection of games we've already seen. Mika, we are really turning up the heat this year.
We sure are.
Mika, what is that?
Oh, it's thermal paste.
Oh, wait, let me guess. It doubles as like a plastic explosive, or maybe it's a potent tranquilizing gas, or is that just like another taser?
No, it's literally just thermal paste. You know, it transfers the heat from your CPU to your heat sinks to avoid overheating.
Oh.
Plus, it is an amazing cookie filler. It's like forbidden icing.
Mika, you can't eat thermal paste.
Of course you can, especially not with milk.
Okay, let's check in on that build again.
Can we put it in the computer?
Absolutely not, but I'm certainly going to try.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, what kind of CPU is this puppy working with?
It's with no small amount of envy that I say this. We're equipping the rig with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D processor. Put simply, this is the fastest 16-core consumer CPU money can buy. It combines the best parts of every processor ever made. The power of a 16-core monster for tough jobs, check. The gaming chops of second-gen AMD 3D V-Cache tech, check. This beast can work as hard as it plays, and it plays in a completely different league. It's the best processor in the world for gamers and creators, for gaming and for everything else. It's a beauty. If I wasn't putting it in the rig, I'd be tempted to walk out of here with it myself.
Attract the dust.
Peak PC gaming, courtesy of PC
I
Gamer.
forgot to mention
AMD.
it explosive times. Wait, really?
So, plasma globe?
Plasma globe.
Looks like things are coming along perfectly with the rig. Which is perfect because right now we've got another exciting world premiere to show you from our friends.
How much do you think these guys get paid to do this? I might try and apply for next year. From the creators of...
Family is small, complicated, and everyone's got their own story. For 100 years, the practice of horticulture has been under a curse, making even the simplest act of cultivation unpredictable.
Sorry, folks. Let me just...
But you come from a long line of sorcerers steeped in the green and growing arts. Your family's old lodge has been empty for a long time, so don't expect airs and graces. Chandley may be small, but it's thick with secrets and set in its ways.
Small but thick with secrets.
Is it ready for the return of a mandrake?
The Mandrake setting is based on British history and folklore. For research, we've walked
Is
in a
it?
temperate rainforest and visited an ancient coal mine beneath the Forest of Dean.
It's a world where overfishing might cause a river to put a curse on you, and where you'll go delving for bright minerals in the forgotten deeps.
Sunless Sea and Sunless Skies did have some light cannibalism in them. You can't eat people in this one, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. There are old powers waiting in the corners of the world, and the night does not belong to mortals. If all of that sounds good to you, wishlist Mandrake on Steam right now.
All right. All right, Billy. Good to see you, man.
A week in the life of a demon school student in under a minute, starting now.
Yeah.
Monday, catch up on the news.
I
Get
don't
an
play that one.
assignment. Fight some guys using tactics. Check your diary. Tuesday, investigate a spook classroom. Gain a rival. Fight some more guys. Find a dog. Wednesday, romance your friends. Kick an egg. Fight those guys. Thursday, follow some blood. Track down a missing sandwich. Pull a new friend out of nowhere. There's guys. You fight them. Friday, find a cursed dog. Learn a terrible secret. Fight a really big guy. The weekend, sing karaoke, race beetles, rent some tapes, and generally just relax. That's 1 week down, many to go. Wishlist Demon School, an RPG with tactical battles right now.
What's for dinner of the night, Max?
Congratulations on your assignment. You have been selected to oversee a caretaker deployment in Sector 43A.
Leftover pile.
This video will introduce you to your unit and its sacred directive, the preservation and propagation of the human species. After global hydrosaturation, Earth became uninhabitable. Humanity moved to orbit, but reproduction in space proved impossible.
Basically, it's so
Moses
different.
responded with the Human Seed Program. Cryogenic embryos
you try to say that I'm slow.
in surface-based Lazarus pods, then transferred to orbital colonies for immediate workforce integration. Your caretaker unit manages every step: retrieval, growth, and orbital transfer. Caretakers maintain surface facilities, build autonomous power systems, and adapt to any anomaly, from environmental failure to unauthorized presence. Enjoy the rest of your assignment. And remember, every seed you plant shapes humanity's future.
You're the only one who can safeguard the future of humanity in The Last Caretaker. So, you know, no pressure or anything. Hey, Sean, what was that?
I am so sorry. I may have eaten a light snack that just didn't really agree with me.
Wait a second. Did you get into my thermal paste stash again?
I prefer the term computer hummus.
No, that's definitely a train, which means we are right on track for our next world premiere. Sean, no! Put it down.
I no worries about you. Have a great night, man. Always good that you popping on in. Say hello. Wait, a base builder on a train track. Ooh. Wait, is Void Train the one that's in space? It's like a space train, right? Yeah, I've always wanted to try that out, actually. I felt like that was in early access for the longest of time, right? I think I do have it. It looks pretty cool too, actually. It's still in early access. Oh my god. There was also, because I keep getting mixed up with it, because there's another one that's kind of similar, but it's like a drill train that goes underground. I think that's a little bit on the same kind of. Access launch August 5th.
Prospector, Norex would like to offer you an opportunity. We have some dirty work we need you to take care of. At your own risk, of course. Keep your mouth shut and you'll be rewarded. You want to hunt monsters? Join Norex. and don't ask questions.
Have a good one, Budgie. It's gonna be tower defense kind of thing.
We will be right back after these messages. Daddy Bezos needs his money from a 180-second ad.
So you're good at building PCs, but can you build other things? Like a car?
No, Frankie.
I mean, he says he's good at it, but I haven't seen him build anything yet.
Like a winching system to pull something heavy
Have we?
out of, for example, a lake.
I mean,
He's just been standing there talking about
Say
it.
a car was in a lake and you needed to winch it out. Could you at least build a ramp to make the winching a bit easier?
Something you want to tell me?
I drove your car off
I think
the
it is then.
lake, but I only did it to put the fire out.
My car was on fire?
There is no point in jumping a car off a ramp if it's not on fire.
Is there any good news to this story?
Yeah. Just check out this ramp. You should install these before you start shopping for a new car.
Oh, that's the Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5. This kit is perfect for building an all AMD Ryzen build at 6,000 mega transfers a second and with low latency. However, we've also stuffed something special here, a light enhancement kit. That's a pair of dummy sticks that look the part but don't actually contain any memory chips. This is a great solution for an AMD build, as it means you can stick to the more reliable slots on the motherboard, 2 and 4, while looking the part. It also pairs nicely with our Haven 420 case, which offers thermal optimization through its central GPU airflow that sits within a dual-chamber design.
That sounds like the perfect hardware combo for anyone looking to frag draw cards, explore endless dungeons, or simply stream with friends. But while you're out there updating your part picker list, why not check out this exciting upcoming game?
World changed in the blink of an eye. The outpost where we hoped to find salvation has stopped responding. We found it abandoned, all in ruins. Now we have to find out what happened and rebuild what's left.
3 provides.
As we make the most of the little
Is this made by the? This looks. It feels, or it looks like the UI and stuff kind of looks like Frostpunk.
Not an ordinary mist that we knew before, but one that overwhelms us.
Know what I mean?
The worst
Like we see like
kind of
this.
fear.
Yet,
if we want to survive in the new conditions, we must not only fight the fog, we must explore it, research it, understand it, as the fate
Made
of
by
our
the same
people,
guys.
maybe even the world, depends on
I wasn't actually paying attention.
and all before fear consumes us all. The tree provides. The tree protects. The tree prevails.
Arc Switch. I wasn't expecting that as a name. This Shio's first game. I think we know where they took heavy inspiration from, eh? Which is not a bad thing, if I'm going to be honest. like Frostpunk's UI is pretty good and it's clean. Maybe it's by the creators of one of the devs worked on the Frostpunk UI, right? I'd do
Your
that.
cult is waiting for prophets to lead them. Convert the feeble-minded. Learn the occult. Spread the mighty
Violent is it not?
influence. Find power in the god of your choice to bring the unseen depths to the mortal world. Now go. Vanquish the opposition. Burn the non-believers. Indoctrinate the uncivilized. And survive the horrors. Grow in power and strength. Unlock new unholy sorceries to overcome the mightiest of enemies.
It's too bright. It's hurt my eyes.
Takes to worship the Eldritch.
Too much of an old man. From the creators of Guns of Icarus Online. Guns of Icarus was a lot of fun. Man, Mel, pointing this out, I've just realised how often that gets used. Yeah, Guns of Icarus was a lot of fun. Yeah, I didn't realise, I didn't really, I guess I just didn't notice like how often that gets used. Because my general kind of thought process is that means nothing to me, so I just kind of ignore it. Stars of Icarus. I mean, I think it might have depended on like when you tried it, Prof. Like when Guns of Icarus first came out, there wasn't really like that kind of game around.
Airship combat game Guns of Icarus.
Now, as with all professions,
quite-
our work as gadget-crazy
quite good for its
weirdos
time.
would be impossible if not for the laser watches and ejector seats of those who came before us.
We stand on the shoulders of giants. Crafty, unhinged giants.
Which is why I am pleased to present, in an attaché case full of throwing knives and tear gas canisters, the latest intel on Bond. James Bond. So we sent our secret agents to see what's happening at IO Interactive.
I don't know. Like this seems to be getting quite a bit of hype, and I'm not really feeling it. If I'm going to be honest. Then again, it's been a while since I've played a Hitman game, you know?
When things got together and we figured out that we were going to work on such a legendary IP, we're very, very excited.
This dude's having a lot of fun being interviewed, isn't he?
And also the fact that
Let me get my sword. I can pose with my sword.
To the excitement of a comeback of this game in gaming.
The colleagues that we have here are phenomenal, and I think taking all of their experience,
I mean, I would do, right?
The sort of agent fantasy that they've been building for all these years and applying it to the Bond franchise has been incredible to see and to be a part of. We're making a standalone James Bond game, but
I can't see that because it's on a second screen, Mel. So you need to shout at me for
fans
it.
of the movies and the
Sorry.
cinematic history really smile. In any kind of IP where there's some known aspects of the character, you can initially view these as constraints, but really they're strengths because you get to work with all these amazing partners. Aston Martin,
I'm not doing it intentionally, just because I move the mouse away from my screen and it goes to the other screen, which is what you guys see, and I keep forgetting about it.
This is a real James Bond experience.
You can't hear me from over in France.
Crafting this character has been both exciting and extremely challenging because it's a balance between
I should do a quick
being
command
to Ian Fleming's
so you guys can just like
novels
quickly
on the
do
character,
it.
yet bringing some part of
Gives me
IO
shit for
into
it.
that.
The most special thing about our version of Bond is that it's an IO reimagination of the origin of Bond himself. And it allows us to really dive in and learn about what it takes to enter this world of espionage.
It was very important to us from early on that we didn't want to synthesize Bond. We didn't want to go.
What I'm kind of thinking is that this is going to be very similar to Hitman, but it's going to be like more cinematic, have more of a story.
So
Not that like
he's someone who
Hitman didn't really have a
know
story,
all the things we
but
know about James Bond. He has all the core qualities. So he is irreverent. He's inherently charming. He's funny, but he's not yet cold. He's not callous. He's a more energetic. He has that impatience of youth built into him.
Somewhere in between a naive, not yet worn down, principled young man, and then that journey onto this hard-hitting, colder guy that we might recognize. That space there was really inspiring to us.
He is
I played a
very
few of the
true
old
to
ones.
his
I can't remember what
North
the
Star
last
and his
Hitman I played
values.
I
And
enjoyed
the
them.
story is very much about when you meet the harsh, political, dangerous world out there, how does a young man fare while still retaining his values?
Not only will we get to experience the character changes and the lessons he needs to learn, but also how he gets his famed gear.
The world is a big part of how you solve the problems as you get to them, using the environment and weapons and charm, and obviously
I need to check what ones I've
gadgets is a
got.
huge part of that. We have a lot of the gadgets you'd expect, and then quite a few you wouldn't.
So our longtime fans from our Hitman franchise can expect to recognize some of these core elements from our interactive in our James Bond game.
A really core aspect of this game is what we call creative approach. And it has to do with standing outside a lavish location. We're going to give you an objective.
Translation is
in
going to be a
here.
lot like
You
Hitman.
absolutely need to be able to do that in a bunch of different
With
ways.
Bond stuff.
But I think the biggest difference is that you need a lot
good.
of patience
Not a bad
to
thing.
play Hitman. You need to be sitting there seeing the patrol. He goes over there and he likes wine and you overhear that thing. But Bond, he can also just walk through the front door. I'm actually just going to go and talk to them. I'm just going to go punch him right now. If you're a James Bond that wants to crouch along, you know, the covers and be careful and all that stuff, that's your Bond and that's fine. But we've crafted a game that has a lot more forward momentum.
Spycraft is part of our DNA. However, in terms
See,
of
looking
Bond,
at the game
there
I
are
like, it's
key differences.
I know,
The
really.
agent we were working with before, he is an empty shell, right? He's a chameleon, whereas just Bond is very much
I think the cool thing,
personality.
A big part of the fun of playing the game is to see what he'll say.
like, it's kind of the same in the
always
old
has
games,
something
which is maybe
great to
just not
say
as
that
much
you
as
wouldn't
probably the
follow.
new one.
His quick wit and
Is that
talking
there
your
was
way
like
into an
many
act of
ways to
trouble
skin the
is a
cat, you know what I mean?
core loop as well.
If Hitman is a single-minded
So you could do stuff in a
basically the
lot of
bad
different
guy of the
ways,
game,
and some of them are really, really funny and cool.
That means that we are much more focused on his journey as a character, and we are much more focused on saving the world.
I think it's safe to say that we're dialing the action to 12 on this one. We wanted a physical Bond. We wanted fighting to be visceral and brutal and violent and super fun and exciting. So we spent a great amount of energy on making a system of free flow combat where you're fighting multiple opponents at once. You can grab them and punch them and throw them into each other, use the environment.
We really did strides and upping the dynamism, the kinetic feel.
That might be actually cool. It's like,
the melee combat and the shooting and the seamless.
what I'm kind of hoping this would be, right? Because The Last of Us,
studio and his team have evolved a
it
lot.
kind of had that kind of same
top class action.
feeling. The hope that the combat's going to be like this in this is that typically in The Last of Us you do stuff stealthy, but when things fuck up, then you go into the hand stuff. And the way that The Last of Us done it was like super awesome, because it took into consideration all of what's around you. So if there was a bottle near you and you just go to punch the guy, like Joel would like pick up the bottle and smash it over his face and all that kind of stuff. If they can replicate that kind of stuff in this, like, and make it super more action orientated, like that would be pretty awesome.
Exotic types of vehicles, not just normal vehicles.
Because sometimes it's fun just going
we
around
take
and just
everything we know, but also
being an absolute
evolving
badass and just kicking ass, you know.
To deliver an experience that is.
But it's also
more,
really fun being
advanced
super
than we've
stealthy.
ever done before.
Whose how's it going?
To be a larger-than-life
We're just watching these
adventure story, and that's what we've delivered. But it's always with character.
the PC
at its
Gamer
center.
Show
There's never action for action's
while testing
sake,
stuff out,
because it leads to
or
the
are you
next
saying that
thing. It's
I'm
because
just
he needs
chatting?
and has to do this in order to succeed.
Technically not be,
Worked on
and it
Hitman on and
shouldn't
off for 20
have
years.
moved.
This is the combination of all that work, all that skill, all that practice coming together,
Thanks for that.
and finally seeing the ultimate spy.
Look, I'm doing all right, man. So we've fixed all of this. This is the new Bond film, the new Bond game that's coming out. Ish, I don't know when it is. 2026, so it'll be well away. Yeah, got good potential. But yeah, so we've fixed all the stream stuff. I've got the new multi-stream thing. We're currently streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, folks. You've got a choice of 3 from now on.
Cameron
I know if-
147 gifts up to Tsunami.
Hey, well, thanks for that. Didn't realise you were here. really. The new Hitman game. They're doing like a wee crossover type thing. Stream on Facebook. I might try that. I need to make a separate a streamer, like my streaming account on Facebook. Apparently, there's no streaming on Grindr. Can you?
When the world ended, we shielded our city. Safe but trapped, we endured. Until now. Until you, time traveler.
Whatever
Only
good.
you can shatter our chains. Guide our armies. Defend our kingdom.
Because I'll just stay away from
repel
my
the evil
wife, right?
hordes. Rebuild what the enemy
When I get down bad.
and restore the might of our city. The lands of Bastion still whisper secrets. Relics of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler shall halt your advance. Your strength will never
Wait, is this like a
cease
new
to
MOBA?
grow. Once banished, you will break us free.
Or is it just PvE? Oh, I thought it could have been a new MOBA, but it's more like a tower defense.
At the base of your skull. That's because there has. It's in your best interest to listen to
face.
Good work. Head back to the van. Head back to the van.
I don't know how I feel about those kind of things, you know? Like when they do the PS2 graphics. I think for like that one,
You can
that looked
see
alright.
we are running a fine-tuned engine
Sometimes
of
it
gaming
just look
goodness.
garbage.
Oh, speaking of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find
They
out.
look cool, just not my
Frankie,
jam. Looks
Jacob,
boring.
status report?
It's
We're
Tainted
doing
Grail.
great
Someone
down
said
here.
that in one of my YouTube
Jacob
comments.
is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just
It's
wiring
like
up
the
everything
a
with
Polish
our
version of
Aurus
like
X870E
Skyrim or something.
motherboard.
They said.
It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking and memory performance, and its built-in thermal armor and heat
Oh, you
sinks
said
will keep
that,
our
like
Ryzen
Skyrim, it
X3D
says
rig
loads to
running
explore
great
called
without
Tainted
running
Grail.
hot. And of course, our GPU, a
Apart-
Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070
What
XT
is it? I'm
with
trying to remember
RDNA
what the guy
4
said in
architecture and third-gen
the comments
AMD ray
about it.
tracing tech for competitive 4K performance.
It was like a lot. I think it was like a lot
And for those
darker or
of you
something
who
like
want
that
to
as
speed
well.
up your own PC build, I've got a technique I always use. A montage.
A what?
A montage.
Oh my god, he's actually building stuff. Well, pretending to. I feel like it's going to be a before and after, right?
Great idea, Frankie.
Freeze frame high five.
Freeze frame what?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect. In the meantime, here's some new tech for you, or should I say, some new Terra tech.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, for the folks that have just popped in, what do you think about the stream? Do you think it looks a little bit better? I kind of think it does. This guy that annoys me so much. I'm like fuming on the inside. Prof, it's so I don't know if I've said it while you've been here, but basically I had a plugin to help me multi-stream, and it caused me like so many issues where I couldn't touch my webcam on OBS or it would crash. So I uninstalled it this over the weekend, got the old one back, and it's working perfectly because we're streaming on 3 different platforms, but I just think everything looks better. Quality-wise, it's just slightly better. Thank you. Yeah, folks, talking about that, if you haven't already, if you want to jump over to kick.com/junkie2 and follow me, please. Just in case things go wrong with Twitch. You know, I think ultimately it won't. But always good to have alternatives, right? I think, to be fair, I think the actual user experience over in Kick's probably the closest to Twitch. Like I know we've tried doing, and we're still doing YouTube, but I think the user experience over at YouTube's not the greatest compared to Twitch and Kick. What is this? I was intrigued until I seen the building. I'm not too sure. I think, isn't that Rumble, Push? I got, like, all the arseholes are typically at Rumble, right? I could be wrong. It might be Kick too, I don't know. Rumble's banned in France, really? That's interesting. But yeah, because I'm sure like what's his face? Like Alex Jones and stuff like that. I think they're on Rumble. You know, Turn the Frogs Gay and all that kind of stuff. It's so funny. But
oh, I didn't see you there. Don't mind me,
Some
I
days
have
use it
got
for
a
organizing,
special
right.
friend stopping by, but don't tell the folks upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that
But yeah,
they can
Kick's like
add
the
any of
gambling
today's
bit,
exciting
where
games
you can do
to
like
their
the
wish list.
casino stuff.
Follow the link
Whereas
below
I think
to
it's
see
kind
all the
of,
goodies
I
in
think that's
today's
more or less
show.
banned on Twitch
And in
now,
the
right?
meantime, let's see what our friends over at Rogue Snail have been cooking up.
Yeah, and Kick apparently it's what, 90-10 or something like that? 90% goes to me, whereas Twitch it's 50-50. Unless I have like, I think it's what, 250 or 300 subs, then it goes to 70-30. So yeah, that's a huge plus point. I think if you get partnered, which is like, you know, I think they have the same thing where it's kind of like affiliate partner, but if you get partner, you get part of like a pot every month. So depending on like how many viewers and your average ship and your average streams, like you'll get a part of the money that's put in that pot. So you essentially have a wage. So I don't know how many I would get for like say like 100 viewers, but it, you know, it could be a couple $100 every month just for streaming. And the more I stream, the more I get, the more you get the pie kind of thing. But I guess more partners in that in the program, and then the more people, then the less you're going to get. But in theory, it would be a bigger audience, so it'd be more money, I think. So they've got it kind of going on, but I think at a point, and maybe they won't have to, because obviously it's all funded with like gambling stuff, I guess. Well, I would imagine at some point they will have to introduce ads, but I don't think Kick has any ads, which is huge. So if Twitch is getting tiresome when it comes to that.
First, aggravated fantasy.
You're sick of watching ads, and it might be good to go, but this is weird.
Then theft. And worst of all, you've tried to flee.
Show me what you got.
But a lamb that's always lost. Has to be gold.
Interesting concept. You know what? I would have tried that, Aster. You know it, right?
Chef, opening your own restaurant may feel like a fairy tale, but it's trickier than it looks. Customers curse you. The hordes line up at the door. Elder gods are summoned. All of this can really burn your biscuits, but you will be forged in the fires of the kitchen. Sharpen your knives and master the magic of food.
Oh, nice. Man.
For an ancient hunger.
I can't remember. Do you get like an email or a notification when the request is? Oh no, do you just need to go back and look? I need to take a look into that because I don't know.
Hey, let's check in on how things are progressing with
the rig,
and make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
Oh, it's not looking great. They're hooking up a. Oh my God, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer, it's too dangerous. I told them the rig is way too valuable to be anywhere near a printer.
I know.
We have to stop them.
No. It's too late because they're downloading a driver.
Oh,
wait.
God, why?
You just slapped me with a bit of cheese.
Okay, Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh no, he's sobbing.
Oh no.
And now he's cursing God. Yeah.
Why, you maniacs? Why? Damn you, printers. Haven't you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some troubleshooting, let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of mutants in co-op roguelite Gun Touchables.
If you're watching this tape, it means the world has ended. Welcome to Gun Touchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're untouchable. That's why they call it Gun Touchables. Collect crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get ready to blow stuff up. And smack stuff with a shovel. And shred stuff with a bone saw.
Sounds like it.
And snipe stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about getting badass guns and even more badasser upgrades. It's about killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse, you're up
I think we know what that is.
maniacal mutants that want nothing more than to pound you into hamburger meat. There's only one way to survive.
I just saw the leveling change in Ninja. Yeah, it did.
Touchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
What's different about it? What's they thought? Ultra kill layer 8 fraud. Angel. I don't think so. Maybe?
Coming up in the show.
Is there a lot of them? Skills a game where my reaction time is not enough for what's happening on the screen. Ah, one of those. Yeah, I don't know if it's for me either. Then. I would try, but I'd probably not get that far. That's interesting.
And this is the Superhero Dispatch Network. I hope you're ready for your first shift.
Wait, we're doing this? Hey team,
This is your dispatcher. Someone's robbing the museum. Watch and learn.
Hero Dispatcher. Okay, that sounds cool.
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
What was it? What was it called? Actually, wish list of these things, wouldn't it? Be a fun one, right? Dispatch.
Wheel World is the rare kind of game that leaves you asking the important questions, like, why aren't all the world's bicycles shaped like hot dogs?
We can only hope the answer reveals itself someday. Until then, let's turn our attention to the latest from FBC Firebreak, the next game from Remedy. And if my tracker is
this is
working
in the
properly, it looks like
Control
cranking that up with
universe,
the
right?
Bureau.
Not really. That'd be kind of fun, actually.
It's been 6 years now since we've been locked in with the hiss.
Control's a game I never played.
Job if you can hold a gun and use
And it was, and the kind of reason that I didn't really play it was because they did like a remaster or some shit like that.
frank with you.
And you had to pay the full price of it again,
But at least you won't
despite having the older copy.
Your fellow firebreakers will
I
have
think that's kind of like the first time that was kind of going on. It was just kind of really shitty.
even shower together. If you can stand your ground and stick together, it'll be more than enough to survive.
I mean, that looks alright. I think we've seen a trailer of this before, right? Because I remember the post-it notes. I don't remember that big post-it note now, but sure. Get in.
So, that's the job. Sounds simple enough. Good. I've got a liability waiver here with your name on it.
But yeah, it looks like
That trailer was absolutely
Oh,
epic.
sure.
Delivered on
So
all
kinda
fronts,
like
but it
a
did
Left
take
4
me back
Dead
to my
type thing.
student days. It might have been the post-it notes, the traffic lights, and the slight feeling of regret in the shower. What have we signed up to? Mike Kayata, you're the game director of
Wait, did she
FBC
just
Firebreak
say
from Remedy Games.
post-it
Thank you so much
notes
for
and
joining us.
the traffic
Yeah,
lights?
what have we signed up
Remind me
to?
of regrets in the shower.
Lots. So that was our big launch trailer. We're coming out in just over a week now, so we're really excited to share a lot more of the game, stuff that we haven't shown, a little bit of all of the 5 jobs in the game, which are kind of different crises that you have to deal with.
There's someone else built
But yeah, so we're getting close now.
I remember when Control came out in 2019, and we're revisiting that world
No, but
in
close enough.
FBC.
Okay.
Why was now the right time to revisit?
Yeah, so,
can tell I'm
right
paying
now
like
it's just
half
a
of
great
the
time for us to kind
half
of go back to
of
the
the
old house.
attention, right?
We never wanted it to kind of feel like we were retreading on Control, and that was like definitely something we thought about a lot. And one of the reasons why we shifted into a first-person perspective, so you could kind of go back into the oldest house and see it from fresh eyes in a different way.
I mean, you did have a lot of fun in Control. And also, we're in first person this time, so...
Yeah, so of course very different, and I think as anyone can tell from that trailer, we're extremely like tonally to the side of Control, and this was a really big challenge for us because of course Control was very moody and atmospheric and very like horror tinged, but of course it did always have that little edge of absurdity. And speaking to that, this is kind of like why we leaned into that more absurd angle, because Control was very carefully built for a single player experience. Since we are sort of a kind of joke around with your mates and just kind of have fun thing, we didn't want to totally like betray that franchise, but we did want to take those kind of recipe components and just flip them around. So we keep that kind of edge of like horror and tension and stakes, and we just add a lot of the absurdity at a higher value. So for example, like you saw Sticky Ricky, our gigantic monster made out of sticky notes. In one of our trailers, somebody I think actually shouts like, "Sticky Ricky!"
Really?
Which was to us very, very funny, but to that character, completely terrifying.
And Sticky Ricky is joining us today.
Yes.
He's just getting himself together, and maybe he'll answer a few of my questions. Say I don't necessarily have...
I've not really
straight up
deep
front
dived
as a
into that
team.
kind of stuff.
Are there roles
Prof,
that we can
but-
adopt in this game?
Yeah,
Did
absolutely.
buy
So
one
the
of
game
the
is kind of
games
built
when they were on
around
sale.
a trifecta of kind of saved loadouts that are centered around tools.
I was thinking
called
of maybe
crisis kits,
seeing if
and each
Matt
one
wants
was
to play it
developed with a
together.
different play style in mind.
The back
So we
rooms or
have
something
one
like
that
that.
kind
The
of
back
shoots
rooms
these
together or
gigantic,
something it was called.
like liquid globules you saw in the trailer, and this is for the person we always just imagine almost like Scarface. Like I don't really care. I just kind of want to paint the world with something. And then we have another one which is a tool that kind of looks like a pogo stick mixed with a defibrillator. And you might be surprised, but we always have this as like a precision and tactical instrument, just because you can kind of relocate yourself and move around easily. And then we have the last really complex tool, which is literally just a wrench. It's just a wrench. It's a gigantic piece of steel. So we made a lot of active decisions to try to get people right into the gameplay. So that's at the cost of some direct storytelling, but we haven't scrimped any on the world building and the big narrative and what it feels like to be inside of the oldest house.
We do associate Remedy with these big narrative games, so much imagination, atmosphere, obviously Alan Wake, obviously Control.
Sure.
So this feels like a new departure for you guys moving into this space. So why?
Yeah. And to be clear, it's fundamentally different. You shouldn't go into this game whatsoever expecting those type of experiences, which, by the way, I personally adore. I started Remedy as a massive fan of Remedy, so this isn't a pushback on that type of experience. But the thing is that we, as soon as we started making more than one game at the same time, we just wanted to say, hey, is there a way to kind of like open the doors? If you are a huge Control head and you know all of the lore and you really love it, and you can't convince your friends to try this game out, we wanted to give that kind of step in. So even though it's not really what Remedy is today, I do hope that a little over a week from now, it will be part of what Remedy is in the future.
So, Mike, as an online cooperative shooter, what does this game look like in, say, a year's time?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially because, the online space, I think a lot of people treat it very differently. One of the big things that we're about is avoiding kind of like FOMO, like engagement. You don't need to check in every day. We're not going to kind of add a timed battle pass. So if you come in on day one and you come back to us a year from now, all you're going to see is all the great stuff that we add. And speaking of that, already in this year, we're going to add 2 more jobs. That adds to the other 5 game modes that we ship with, already growing it by about 40% by the end of the year. We've got additional endgame systems and lots of plans.
I'm just picturing it's a stapler, like opened out, and it just...
Okay, I have news for you. There is a stapler in the game.
I'm a genius.
So in the game, actually in that trailer, you probably saw that big traffic light. That's actually called the red light. It's an altered item you may have seen in Control. It's now corrupted by the hiss, and in certain settings, it can show up and kind of hit you with a big red light. You're not allowed to move until it gives you a green light. There's another one, which is a stapler, which if you are a super Control nerd, you might remember from some of the posters in the oldest house. Is that a stapler, an altered item? And then you see a nice little clip art of a stapler. Well, that stapler actually shows up, and it kind of behaves like a fly. It sort of like buzzes around your face and gives all the enemies a lot of additional health. So yeah, there you go.
Where can we sign up?
Yeah, lots of ways to play this game. Of course,
Stapler
we're on
gives
all major
all your
consoles,
enemies
on Epic
additional
Games
health,
Store, or you can head over to Steam, where you can wishlist the game today. It comes out June 17th.
Sounds kind of
Grab your
wacky. I'm
friends,
kind of
and
for
we
it.
hope to see you there.
Well, go on then. Go clean the oldest house. Sign up today. Thank you so much, Mike, and
Yeah, thank you.
good luck.
Thank you.
Wait, what's down? Streamer deck.
Ah, the FBC. Lovely bunch over there for, as long as they last.
Hey, didn't we cook up a few trinkets for FBC personnel at some point?
I mean, we offered, but spy gadgets just don't hit the same way when you spend your whole day working with evil
Okay,
typewriters.
you're talking about
Turn your bones
the
backwards.
remod
Yeah,
deck
that's a
thing.
fair point. Well, up next, if you've been looking for the perfect excuse to wear a toga, and who hasn't, here's a look at Ubisoft's next entry in the long-running strategy city builder, Anno 117, Pax Romana.
If you want to be immortalized in ornateness, here's a little lesson in greatness. If governing is your vocation, it's all about location, location, location.
Go where you haven't gone before.
Find a religion
Or five.
or more.
Romanize your territories. Or keep them Celtic if you please.
Sharpen your steel or lose your head. I'd prefer Pax Romana instead.
Wait, did it reset? No, I did clear on it maybe. I think it's got, there's better bit rates on that, so thanks for following us, see you there.
Turn up
Appreciate it,
after
man.
all.
Yeah, no, I'm Nate, and you're. I was gonna.
I thought I told you there's nothing up there.
Like, what's up there though?
Nothing.
There's a tower.
Yeah, that's it.
What? When you get to the top of the tower, what's there?
It's like a top of a tower.
Right, it's done that. Can you? I think it'll be your same as your Twitch. Discord name, right?
Here we go.
Yes, I need to do them all.
Oh, I'm done. Probably nothing up there.
Why is your name not popping up?
Yep.
Been a while since I've done that, Prof. So I probably would be kind of like that.
I'm sure you're eager to see more of the rig, and I'm eager to show it. So let's check back in with the build and see where things are at.
refreshness.
Oh, hi, Mika. We have had a slight hiccup. Looks like Jacob forgot the #1 rule of a new PC build.
An offering before you start, or computer spirits drink your heart. He forgot the sacrifice.
You have to do the sacrifice.
You've got to do the sacrifice.
Can we scold me later?
All right, I should cut him loose while he's still got blood. Sit still, Jacob. I don't want to hit any important bones.
I am loving how normal things are today. And a quick reminder, you can find every single game from today's show in one place at the PC Gamer Steam page over at pcgamer.com/wishlist. My own wishlist is currently buckling under the strain of so many amazing games.
And you know what? Speaking of amazing games, here's our next world premiere. A brand new game published by Punkle, the creator of Vampire Survivors. Get ready to go berserk.
Cunning's as well now. Berserk or die. Interesting. Why is it not? Why is that not coming up? Oh, sorry, folks. Up in there. Oh, oops. Done that by accident. My bad. Apologies, folks. I'm trying to do a little start
Delighted to meet you.
troubleshooting with other things that are not quite going right.
Please, simply can't pass it up.
Off we go, Buckaroo!
Lippo Plus, for when you want something a little different.
Coming your way.
Now,
What's on your mind?
Aliens. The anomaly.
the bend.
We could theoretically send TV through it.
We already are.
The Bend is a planet-wide hallucination and a hoax.
Everybody seems so anxious to say something that they don't get their facts straight first.
Consider the Bend as a source of signal intrusions and dangerous interference.
The Bend is the future. It's our future.
Couldn't catch me zooming into any bend in space.
Let us eagerly embrace the abyss.
Another
Dimension.
television.
Only on Blippo Plus.
All those games have looked great, and wouldn't you know it, we've got even more to show you. Check this out.
Hey, I'm Felix Schade. I started Morbid Metal a few years ago as a solo dev, and what began as a small passion project has evolved into something far more ambitious. It hit Steam Early Access this summer, and I can't wait to show you more. Morbid Metal is a fast-paced, roguelite hack-and-slash that is built for intense combo-driven combat. You play as an advanced AI, trapped inside a deadly simulation. Your mission? Explore its beautiful and brutal iterations, grow stronger, and prove your worth to your creator. You'll control up to 3 characters. It's a bit like switching weapons in a shooter.
I'll need to
except here,
take a look
switching
at it
full-on
another time.
playstyles.
Doesn't
Each
it
character
doesn't
has
seem
their
to
own
want to be
unique
doing it?
combat style and active abilities, which are unlocked as you explore the simulation. You can even chain attacks between different characters. Start with Vector to quickly dispatch enemies, switch to Flux for a flurry of hits, and finish your combo with Echo's special attack. Mastering each playstyle will be essential, as you'll face a variety of powerful enemies, each with their own attack patterns and weaknesses. And at the end of every biome, you'll face powerful bosses. These are dramatic, high-stakes encounters designed to be tough but rewarding. Each new run reshapes the world. Layouts shift, enemy types change, and you'll have to adapt and make strategic choices to succeed. Choose character upgrades, buffs, or curses that change how you play. Some of these choices push you to take risks, others offer abilities, rewards, and modifiers, which alter your combat style, making each run truly unique. Play the free demo tomorrow during Steam Next Fest and wishlist now for early access on
Wait,
August
Steam Next
20th.
Fest starting tomorrow? Oh my god. Oh no. Say it isn't, say it isn't so. Oh, Windu, I don't know if you're still there, mate. Sorry I didn't see you there. When was that? I think it never popped up in... It probably didn't. Let's see. 8:37. Yeah. It was over an hour ago. Apologies. You're still there. I need to move this from my main chat, I think. There's it back.
Peggy 3.
Yeah, it was crazy, like the new Super Meat Boy coming out as well for the Xbox one, right? Bus bow.
Good morning, Emberville. Today is the first day of our very own public bus service. The bus services will start in the tracks and ash tree, but will expand to more neighborhoods as passenger approvals roll in.
Oh my god.
The City Council says this will be the test to see if more public infrastructure is worth improving. So get out there, ride the bus, and let your voices be heard.
I'd imagine so, Prof. I'd be very surprised otherwise.
Hey, Sean, should we see what's going on the factory floor? Make sure there's no production line issues holding up the rig?
Well, that's a great idea, and I've invented the perfect spy gadget for just that.
Hey, Sean, there is a big window right behind us. We could just look through that.
Oh, look through a window? What is this, the Stone Age?
You know, I'm pretty sure they didn't have windows in the Stone Age, Sean.
Why would I use an obsolete Stone Age technology when the wristwatch I invented is capable of tracking my steps and
I mean, so it's always been playable for me, but I don't know
Okay, that's actually
for folks with
really amazing, Sean.
other
Well,
PCs,
I'm glad
but
you like it because
it was
I
bad,
took
like.
the liberty of making a Mika model, a gift from me to you. Here, tap on the icon and you'll instantly hack into the warehouse cameras.
But a lot of folks were saying
A little bit much. Wait, I have to make an account to use this?
Well, it's a free trial for 7 days, but then it's only $9.99 a month after that. And look, two-factor authentication for safety.
But they don't really care
this
about
is
it.
and now I have to connect my Steam account?
It's
This game or Euro
Vision
Truck
as a
Simulator 2
service.
buses. I don't get me wrong, mine was too. But it was still playable at least. Well, I'll need to give it a go again. I'll see what it's like. The thing is, I don't think have they done any DLCs for it yet? Not like Paradox not to do a DLC for a game, you know? Should probably add some more stuff to the dungeon, shouldn't I hope Tangia update. Are planning on updating it, making it more fun, I guess. Whatever that would entail.
And we're the rats in his cage. You're gonna get us out of here. We better get to work.
That's Tara's like build, all flashing and shit. Like a double golden sword with lightning. And he's got a fire sword. Lord. Good God. We all have dripping here now, yeah. Let's see. But yeah, there's like a bunch of community items and stuff I can add, so I'll probably get them. I didn't actually expect to see that. I thought it would go like, you know, sudden screen fade to black kind of thing.
You know, it's about time someone made a cozy life sim filled with supernatural horrors, just like my everyday to day life. And of course, it's from Blumhouse Games.
You know, I often felt that the only thing missing from Stardew Valley was the ever-present danger of murder.
Don't worry, Prof, I do too.
This should hopefully scratch an itch.
And Grave Seasons isn't the only world premiere horror game we've got for you. Feast your eyes on this, if you dare.
I think the best rewards out of them is obviously the free vouchers. So you can use the Tangia alerts, right?
On this most auspicious of nights, I would like to raise a toast. New friends, I bid you welcome to the club.
We've got to get out of here.
This
will help. I'll keep an eye out for anything dangerous.
I'll check for anything on the floor.
A terrible curse has drawn you together, but fear threatens to drive you apart.
Did you seriously rob me? Is that blood?
God! Oh, God! Keep your cards close to your chest.
No!
Yeah, I need to find more mini games for you
need to
guys.
decide who you
Or
can
something
trust.
like.
Is somebody there?
Like I'm thinking of replacing the fishing mini game thing that we've got. Unfortunately, it didn't work to the idea that I had for it. But I need to find a decent replacement.
Born of the Abyss, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines unofficial patch, Doom 3 Phobos, and more mods join GOG. Pre-installed and ready to play, smooth as never before. Just add the mod to your library, click download, and install it. It's that simple. GOG has teamed up with modding communities to bring you iconic fan creations, which by restoring cut content, fixing long-standing bugs, to introducing entirely new quests, characters, and experiences, breathe new life.
There's like another Yoda one in Tangia that just screams for about the same amount of time. There's actually quite a lot of them in there, folks. Like, I would recommend taking a wee look through, because I think I'm not so sure in the app, but on the website
Later this year.
you can click to preview them all. Like, you just click the picture.
Get some fast food. Velocity
There's so many. Of so many TTSs.
strike when the banana will.
Strike when the banana will. I think those ones that... Oh my god, he's did it.
I'll take care of you. I will.
Banana. It's these noises that get me every time. Cunning. I came right on time. How's it going, man?
Can't see. Yoda can't see.
How's it going, man? By the way, folks, if you don't... Oh, never mind.
We will be right back after these messages. Daddy Bezos
Daddy
needs his
Bezos.
money from a 180-second ad.
Anyway, before I was going to get interrupted, what I was going to say there, folks, if you're just joining us or you've been here and haven't heard me talk about it, we've fixed the stream, 0 crashes.
Well, Sean,
take a
by
look.
using my advanced
I can
spy
move
technology of looking
without it
out
crashing.
The window,
Oh my
I
lord.
think the rig is just about ready
It's
to boot up.
revolutionary.
Hey, Frankie, how we doing in there?
Woohoo. Yeah, we're currently streaming on 3 platforms, YouTube, Kick and Twitch. So go follow me on
She's ready
Kick
to roar.
on YouTube if you haven't already.
Sean, would you like to do the honors?
Kick.com/Chunky2, YouTube.com/Chunky2. Appreciate it. And thank you for everybody that's done so already. We'll be using them from now on. Kick, not kick. Cook. I'll need to work out
It's beautiful.
if I need to maybe introduce
I
another
love it more
mod.
than any parent could love their
Look
child.
at some of
As
the
a
other
mother, I
chats.
take offense to that. But in this case, I'll allow it. And if you are watching this now, this very PC could be yours. Mika, what do they need to know?
That's right, you can be the proud owner of the rig. In all of its top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming glory. All you need to do is follow the link below and fill out the PC Gaming Show survey, and you will be entered in a chance to win.
I'd like to enter myself, but I am public enemy #1 in 14 countries, and I'm not about to add another. So head on over to PCGamer.com/survey now. Get your hat in the
I really
ring.
don't know what he said
So
at
our
the end
build
of
might
this.
be
and
finished,
I
but
don't
we've
think he
still
knows
got
what he
more
said
games
either.
to show. So let's take a look.
May the Lord protect
Wait.
me from the evil within.
What?
May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord
No,
protect
you
me
spelt it wrong.
May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within.
Oh man, I've played the demo of this. This was actually pretty fun. Surprisingly. Lower pit. Yeah, I had a good time with it. I think the demo kind of fucked you over though, right? I feel like you couldn't win it at all. Get close to winning it. Now you can do it easy. There's runs 1. What do you mean? Maybe I have to be like super lucky? Maybe? I don't know. It just seemed to me
done playing by AAA rules who
that with the items that you could get and the luck of the draw, it kind of made you think, I don't think it's going to let you win it at all. But maybe not.
It's like capture the flag on crack.
Maybe I was.
McMillan of The Binding of Isaac. This here's Tyler Glale. Yeah. We're coming to you from Santa Cruz, California. Hometown. Number 1, this is not a wig. Yeah. Number 2, we got a game coming out soon. Yeah. Here's
The fact that he said it's not a wig, now I'm questioning if it's an actual wig. Because it kind of looks like a wig when I looked at it.
Yeah, he's got a broken neck. He has horrible IBS. His mouth and one of his ears are missing. His soul was removed by a Kandarian demon.
What was that last one?
He's taken a shotgun to the face a couple times. What? He's got rabies, I'm pretty sure. And he's made a deal.
Oh, is this the dude? Oh god, did he do like a... He does like really crazy animation stuff. There was like one that he did like a Disney princesses and stuff. Is that the one?
I don't really. He has a gambling addiction. He was probed by aliens. He was mauled by a large headless beast. His tail appears to be growing ahead. He has ADHD. He got into a fight with
Amazing. I think that's the same one, right?
Coming to Steam February 10th, 2026.
Yeah.
Magnificent games and a magnificent gaming
name,
PC that you could win. Once again, head over to pcgamer.com/survey for a chance to claim the rig. Mika, have you noticed that since powering her up, we've been hearing that annoying, super ominous voice?
Yeah, kind of like we tore the very fabric of our plane of existence and brought through this terrifying unknown being drawn in by the awesome processing power of the rig.
Oh, thank God it's not just me.
No, it's not. And you know what? I know we shouldn't mess with whatever this is, but the rig.
Yeah, I feel it in my teeth.
God, same. But okay, listen. The show's almost done, so let's finish strong and agree to stop messing with whatever is saying the rig.
When did this start again? This was 8 o'clock that started, so it was a couple of hours.
Let's close out the show the same way we began, with a trio of exclusive world premieres.
Paul Mason, 34, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital. You've been brought here to perform a surgery. Paul Mason, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital.
I don't know how, but I think we've done this already. Oh, what is the way out of here?
Warning, specimen containment breached.
Oh really, man? Usually it's normally just the US. I'm surprised the UK is involved. Yeah, I hate that shit. You're gonna offer like competitions, at least have them like worldwide. I mean, I feel like that should be standard by these days. Cost of doing business. Again, it's got to be a fortune in some cases, but you know. Into 100% both. You've got time till 2026. I did quite enjoy them. But man, I got triggered with some of the bosses, I tell you. You're wrong. This is kind of fun. Oh my lord. Underworld.
What a spectacular show that was! The games, the rig. the gadgets, the non-lethal electrocutions, the thermal paste.
Oh my God, the thermal paste. And speaking of gadgets, we've got time to show off one last little invention of ours.
Oh, goody!
Inside this keyboard is a hidden compartment for storing hand-encrypted messages, and I've left a special farewell message for the viewers. We have just got to crack it open. Oop. Yeah, this is just a normal keyboard. It's Jim's from accounting.
Poor guy can't catch a win, and this soon after the divorce?
Oh, a reminder to everyone, thermal paste isn't free.
A big thanks to Frankie and Jacob for building the rig. And thanks, of course, to all of you for tuning in.
We'll have to work
Yeah, I need
super
to
hard
I need
when the PC
I need to
gaming
play
show
Liza P.
Most Wanted returns in December. Thanks for watching.
See you in December, everyone.
Oh, look at it. It's suddenly built. Not a pre-made at all, right?
We're going.
All right, it's time. Tell me when.
Hello, everyone, to the PC Gaming Show pre-show.
I'm exhausted from that. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. What the?
Just what I like to hear.
Maybe we need more salty souls like
Hi,
streams.
Mum. I'm
Liza
currently
P
on
might
set
be
at
the one.
moment, building a PC.
It's alive!
You went like this.
Yeah!
It's alive. Shots for everyone.
Mum, I'm currently on set building a PC.
There it is. Oh, did you hear that?
Jesus, Joe. I'm a monument to vanity.
B.
Hurry up, we don't have any time. Oh!
Mum, I'm filming right now.
I'm seducing you. Are you aroused?
Be afraid
I
you
can
should not.
just, I know how to read words.
I'll
I went to
take
college.
care of you. I will.
Whoa!
There it is.
During so let's go back to the top. I inhaled my spit.
Better hurry up. This is starting to hurt, my guy.
I can hear you, and so can the rest of the crew that I'm currently filming with.
Let's take a look at our next game. That's a good take.
You dare.
Banana.
There are 3 days.
Oh,
12
dear.
p.m. Pacific for... Oh, it's on the end of the screen.
I'm ready.
Say hi, viewers of the PC Gaming Show
You
2025.
can't see.
There it is. Incredible.
Bye.
That might have been my greatest take of all time.
Perfect ending, right? Got rid of your cringe. Thank you, PC Gamer. Ugh. Right, folks. That was it. Look, it's nice and smooth. I swear. Oh, man. What a difference. What a difference. Jet Set Radio. Man, it's been a while. Yeah, successful stream. Who have we got going in? Mods. Try doing that for time. That'll be us for tonight. No worries, Mel. Have a good night, mate. We're not going to be too much longer ourselves, but yes, we're successful. We've got 3 streams running at the same time. I might on Tuesday try a 4th, but I don't know what other platform to use. And plus, I shouldn't be pushing my luck. But At least we shouldn't have any more crashes. My lawyer is warned. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Wait, what? You just off, or is it like a bank holiday? What's going on? I wish I wasn't working tomorrow. The problem in the end was the Stream Elements multi-stream stuff, Max. I got rid of that. And everything worked great. But it wasn't the easiest to get rid of. A bank holiday here. On Pornhub. I think isn't like Pornhub like banned in hundreds of places now. No point in streaming there. Actually, can you stream there? I don't know. Sue's like, I'm not working. It's in general, ever again. Christian thingy. Oh wait, I could maybe get a day off tomorrow. Is it a recognized religious holiday? Then you can choose to work or not, and if you do, contribute to retirement as a free day. Oh, I don't know if we get that. I don't think we've got any of that. Actually, I might double check because I don't really check this stuff, and there's been plenty of times when I've came in on a Monday and I shouldn't have. Let me just double check. It is Whit Monday. Apparently, Andorra, Austria, Bahamas, Barbados, Belgium, British Virgin Isles. Tons of places. But the UK ain't one of them. No. Oh well. Yeah, there's hundreds of places. What is that? It's wet. Nope, doesn't look like it's celebrated in. I can barely tell. It's such a small picture. I've seen that, that's the cheeky get. Not in Italy. Because this is a Zoom. Yeah. That's all the places that celebrate it in the blue. Mind you, I think the Orkney Islands and stuff like that do. Orkney and Shetland. How's that? Is that what they are? Those wee dots? You know me too well, eh? Yeah, it's quite a lot, right? So good. I'll be pissed if the fucking... If those islands... Oh no, that's the Faroe Islands. Okay, we're fine. I'm like, is that Orkney or Shetland? No. Oh man. Well, enjoy your days off if you have it tomorrow, folks. Unlucky. Yeah. Oh, and I've got to go in a couple of times next week. Ooh, I have tomorrow off as well. What for? Isn't enough. I got the day off to work. What the hell, man? Now I'm starting to feel left out. Oh, I'm unemployed. Apologies. I'm going to relax today, tomorrow too. Man. Fortunately, I'm going to be knee deep in data tomorrow. Ugh. But yeah, folks, I think that's going to be us for tonight. The test was successful. We also had a wee look at the stuff on Discord, because there's now 2 different voice channel rooms. You've just got your normal voice channel, and then there's I think it's like a speaker room. So you can basically, you can declare who's a speaker and who's the audience. It's a stage voice channel. So technically you can have impromptu streams there. So that means like the audience members can't really chat. Oh, they can chat on text and stuff like that, but they can't chat with a microphone, unless you can do it like the audience members can hear each other, but not the speakers. I don't know how it works. But we did a wee test there. Radio was in earlier, and it seemed to work pretty well. So yeah, and like I said, we've got Kick running, we've got the YouTube running, and Twitch running, and it's running great. Like when we were doing the 3 streams before with Stream Element stuff, it was struggling big time. That's why it's like half the reason I stopped the TikTok streams. The other half was because I didn't want it. Like it just seemed to be easy. It seemed to be super easy to get warnings and potential bans. So I kind of didn't bother with that and stopped that. But yeah, everything's kind of looking good, folks. So we'll continue this. I've got a couple other things that I want to do, but I don't think I'll get them done for Tuesday because it requires a lot of setup, like setting up a server and stuff. Yeah, I need to give Doom Dark Ages a try. I got a warning because I was vaping on stream, and by excessive language was another one. And obviously I couldn't play any music, but that's before I figured out how to separate up. Game speed or more. I still need to do that. Did you ever play Eternal? No, I can't remember. Oh, I played Eternal. Yeah. Loved Eternal. If you're talking to me, Raddy, sorry. Maybe you're actually talking to me. Just TikTok themselves. Back to Tainted Grail. Yeah, I think it was almost like an automatic thing, or you get flagged, and then I think when someone pops into your stream, it asks you, is this 18 plus content, and they say yes, no, maybe, and then if you get a certain number of those in it, then you get automatically warned. But that's what the warnings were. And then that reduced my views on my TikToks, and I had to build them back up again. Yeah. But I might actually look into the Facebook stuff. I've heard Facebook's supposed to be pretty good just now because it's not getting much attention. But there's still a lot of people that use it, right? Get the older clientele on it on the streams. Yeah, TikTok's notorious for being strict. Like you can't negatively comment on a TikTok without either getting automatically your comment gets deleted and then you get warned, or sometimes you just get banned. Like there's no, or you don't get banned, you get muted for a certain amount of time, so you can't comment on anything for like 7 days, and then it goes up from there, kind of thing. They're quite strict with that shit. Apparently Zuckerberg worked together with the Chinese government. I mean, that probably happens in a lot of cases. So I think, well, a lot more than we'll ever find out or realize. Weird considering the filth I watched in there. Yeah, I was speaking to like another kind of streamer who just said, yeah, it's like he tends to get muted for his comments probably once a month. I don't know. It must not have an effect because he does have quite an audience there. But I was speaking to one of his streams like a couple of months ago, and he was just like, yeah, you don't need to really worry about that. Can't go wrong with a good old fart joke, right? But yeah, I think on Tangia, what I'll do, folks, for your dungeon stuff, I'll add a few more community stuff. See if that makes things any more interesting for you. And do you think you guys would prefer me to curate the interactions on screen a bit more? So I've basically just gave you the option to have everything. I think there might be like almost like too much choice. If that makes sense. So I could spend like an evening going through that if you like, and kind of you still get a good amount, but just not as many maybe. What do you think? Because I think the image flip ones, there's way too many of those. There's like hundreds. Yeah, the image flip ones are like, eh. Same with the TTSs. There's like so many TTS voices. So I was thinking at least curating them. A lot of the community ones and the troll ones and all that kind of stuff, I think they're all right mostly. I have so many image flip vouchers. I don't know. Do you think I should turn them off? The image flip ones. Well, let me log into it. See if I can turn those off. More banana. I could maybe get that banana thing and move it off if you wanted. Well, technically, if I turn off one category, then technically you're more likely to get the others, right? Wait, is Cunning, are you still around? Can you double check if you can get on the mod deck? You know, the thing where you can change scenes and stuff? Because I added Claire to it last night, and I think that's kicked you guys off, and now I can't find your guys' name when I try to add yous again. I just want to see if it is an issue with both of yous, or if it's just Raddy to do some troubleshooting. So I don't know how I'm going to fix it yet. Let's see if you can get on that for me. That'd be grand. Yeah, you need to log into your Discord, yep. If I go to, where's the dungeon thing again? Settings, Tangia dungeon, right? Yep. Let's see. Right, so I'm going to turn off the image flip vouchers. what about the TTS vouchers? No, you can still use them. You just won't get any. You won't get any more image flip. Not authorized anymore. Apparently, yeah. So I fucked that up. So you'll still have the image flip ones. I mean, just start using them. I don't know. Just put your insults on a random image flip. You know? But yeah, so I'll do that, folks, so you won't get the image flip stuff anymore because they're a bit garbage. I mean, some of them, I mean, to be fair, like when Raddy uses them with the banana thing, it is kind of funny. But I think overall they're not the greatest. There's way too many of them. So that's probably why he's get a lot of them, because there's that many. I'm guessing. Like, I don't know how it exactly works. That's the Ascendant stuff, which is useless. That's fine. Look at that. Ooh, look, what are we at? Level 6. Introducing the Tangia Pass. Oh, we just get more TTS stuff. 60k reserve limit characters. Okay. Alright. Mind you, I think they only level up with bits, right? Cool. Right, let me take a wee quick look at, before I go, take a wee quick look at the mod deck. I don't know why it doesn't let me. You dumb.
You dumb. Did I do it good?
Sure. It means you use them, right? Instead, better to use them than lose them. Oh, God. That was funny. Right, maybe I should just try settings. Event history, nope. Oh. Decks. Mod deck, settings, security. Private decks may be accessed by the users. It's not finding your usernames now. Oh, I never thought about that. Maybe you're right. No, that's still the same one. Sorry, I'm just looking at the message you sent. So if I do that, yeah, it still works. Right, so that's fine. Your bookmark is good, but normally, like when I start putting down your username in the user access thing, it auto completes. It finds you, but it's not finding you anymore. Funny, are you able to give me that username that's associated with the deck thing? Put it in the mod chat. I think it might be the same as someone else, but just to double check. In case. Oh no, wait, I think it is different. Is it? That is it. Right. Cunning. The likelihood. Well, no, you'll still need that actually. Never mind. But right, okay, I've got cunnings there. Is it? And that will be, imagine probably hashtag 0. Yeah, there is. I've found you. Okay. Right, so if I save that, right, do you guys want to take a wee look now? Because I think that should be it. Just remember when you're doing a mod note that it's in milliseconds and you need to put in a time, because if you don't put in a time, it, yeah, there we go. Screws things up. I've been censored. Spicy stream, I know, right? I was really glad that I could do that before someone changed it. Ooh, that was risky. Or risky. Oh man. Right. Okay, we're back. We're fine. We've solved things. We're good. Successful stream as well. It's good and it looks better. Like this just looks great. Like I can only see it in the preview, so I'll need to check the past broadcasts, but new. I mean, you say that like you're asking Kage, but I think we'll probably know that it'll probably turn into a GIF from Max. I've not seen a GIF in a wee while, actually. I know. Pony. But yeah, anyway, folks, I'm going to stop yapping. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Actually, I suppose maybe we can wait a little bit. A couple of you guys have requested songs. And I'd feel bad just for leaving as the songs are going on. I need to, that's a thing, you know what, actually that's a thing that I need to do. I need to get that, instead of that big massive list, which you can't actually see there, which is good. Should be okay. Like, as long as I'm away for 11, that should be all right. I need to turn that into something that we can see on screen. What tune? I heard this in a while. I'm going to add that to my list. Oh, we need to take a look at the playlist command. I need to do that. When did we did good, folks. Wait, is Claire still here? About an hour ago.
Rockery.
Thank you for the Prime sub. Were you just testing stuff out on Kick? I seen it. It says that you deleted a message an hour ago. I don't know if we got. Let's see if I can see it. Really? All right. Okay. That's cool. I just wanted to double check. Just to see what the kind of mentality is in the chat. I don't know if we get a lot of trolls or a lot of bots and stuff. I don't know. I need to see. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, you guys have been chatting. Like it's almost getting used as like a backroom chat. That's kind of cool. Like it. I need to see. Wait, really? Very surprised at that because I'm just in the just chatting category, so I'll be buried right below. Well, that's cool. But yeah, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. It's kind of weird that you had to update your card just to use a Prime sub. Yeah, I'll need to take a look at that, folks, and then later I'll need to see. I'll maybe make some pictures because I want to show the mods what tool I'm planning on installing next. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it should be interesting anyway. I think in the long term it will be good to have. I'll say this much, Cunning, you'll have a lot more control and a lot more fun to be able to do stuff. Not really, Claire. That's crazy. Not so much on what I'm doing, but what's going to be on screen. It's basically like, see that mod note that you've got? That's like a really, really, really simple version of what's coming up. But it requires a lot of setup in a database. I didn't really have time for it. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy the stream thing's now sorted. We're not going to get... Baby, please. We're not going to get crashes. And the quality is somehow better. I'm definitely going to be checking out my past broadcasts because I want to see like how much better it is. But yeah, like I can't believe one plugin was causing all that issues. Like it's really bugged me that. Especially coming from a company that, you know, is supposed to take care of streamers. But they're clearly not. They did back in the day, but maybe not now. What a difference it's made. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. But yeah, anyway, we'll chill out, folks. For anybody else is on the other platforms, if you're on Kick or on YouTube, thank you so much for tonight. I'll just sign these off early because I can do it all manually now. It's cool. So if you just want to have a wee chat and continue on for like next 15 minutes, jump over to Twitch. I should do that, right?